There's 5 people watching. What?
Oh
Live.
my.
What? Hello.
Oh, well, hello. Welcome back to the Black Aurora. Oh my god, we're starting off with 5 viewers? That's impossible. This has never happened. This is unprecedented. What do I do for this?
Really, actually 5, or is it?
No, it's probably, like, I'm probably one of them.
Yeah.
Becky's probably
Right.
one of them. It's
I'm
probably,
one of
like, maybe
them.
2 people.
There's 3.
But
Okay.
still...
That's 2.
Still.
Woo!
Okay, it might just be Mira. Anyways, welcome back. It's wonderful to be back. It feels like every time we take a single week off, it feels like it's been an eternity. Last time we left off with this group was in the pits of the Alarin temple, this temple to this desert phoenix they had heard about, and had just triggered a trap upon giving into some inner greed on Medea's part. And we started with combat against an altar golem that had animated alive and grabbed Medea up, an animated treasure hoard that rose like a wave and attacked the party, and a treasure mimic that caught Q off guard and then pretty much was immediately mincemeated by the horde golem. It was a weird, chaotic fight. And the only real casualty was a nearly lost bow in the middle of it all. Otherwise, it was fine. You guys returned the treasure that was taken, had a small stern talking to from a ghostly Cortis from the program Delusion, and then moved on to the inner sanctum, this private chamber that you had to teleport to through this altar. And once arriving, your companion Emuris, the researcher you'd been with for the last actual, I think 12 hours at most even, it's been a long day, began to have all these memories wash back to him of ceremonies and peoples of an ancient time, and revealed, of course, as the party had already guessed long ago, he was in fact Ilarin, or rather a simulacrum of Ilarin, some form of arcane double or copy that was created to live throughout a long lifespan and gather energy to give back to Ilarin. And that's what he did. Emuris ended, so Ilarin could renew. This massive metallic, almost like flower, opened up into a large sun pattern, revealing the slumbering form of Ilarin, the desert phoenix, more of a canid avian combination, some creature you're not really sure aware of the origins of in either. You spoke with it, determined that unfortunately Ilarin, no matter how powerful he might be, is not powerful enough to raise the dead without a form to bring back. But hope was not all lost. You learned that he is willing to go in the Astral Chimera's stead to Susail to try and restore the verdant aura. And to that end, you all exited the chamber, not before grabbing a few feathers from Mira, I believe, grabbed a few of the tail feathers of this creature. And upon exiting from this extraplanar space, you found yourself high up above the Alarin dunes. With nothing but the wind at your back and the open horizon, you were about ready to set off to wherever Alarin could leave you. And, of course, a dragon-meant ballista pierced the side of Alarin and began to bring him down as the dragon hunters of Vex Orion had spotted this bizarre, mysterious, exotic creature in the sky, and they may have happened to be in the area after the puzzle was solved and giant flames rose into the sky from the nearby ruins that were maybe an hour outside of their camp, and they had just had an interaction with the party that was a little bit weird, and they may have been scouting the area out of curiosity, and they have already been waiting to lay a trap for you. But all good. You guys entered into a free-falling battle in the sky as Ilarin was being pulled down with some very clever spell work, teleported him outside of the harpoon, landed most of the party back on, caught the people who almost fell, had this crazy battle of never touching the ground once, never letting Vex, the main heavy hitter, get a single attack off because you never came within range.
The floor was
and
lava.
Constantly spending floor was you guys played the floor is lava extreme edition, and somehow, despite Vex and his 2 Dracotors, his Dragon Hunters, his Dragon Blessed Caster constantly counterspelling and interfering, the strange draconic shard he summoned, this remnant of a psionic a gem dragon that he brought forth, nearly chasing you all down. Despite all of this, the party managed to escape, managed to slip far enough away, as fast enough away as possible. And just before the battle seemed to be fully over, Narkushan, the Dragon Blessed, who was at the moment, Vex had her held by the throat, lifting her off the ground, saying, "If you do not get me to them, I will snap your neck." So she made a split-second judgment. I will tell you that D30 I rolled was basically to determine if I rolled high enough, she was just going to teleport herself to you guys and just be like, "Bye," and just go. But her willpower was not strong enough, and she caved to his will and teleported the both of them to you guys with Dimension Door. But the party had a lot of readied actions. And with just a simple 45-degree angle adjustment, they could be easily remedied to knock Vex right off of Ilarin, free-falling through midair, slamming into the stone ground, taking a hefty amount of damage, and then being finished off by a couple of well-placed shots by Mira. And in the matter of moments, after an otherwise incredibly hectic battle, Vex Orion died without ever swinging his sword once. For a guy with 4 arms, that's impressive to beat him before he gets one swing off.
To quote Mira,
Very
General
close.
Grievous.
General Grievous. Genuinely fantasy General Grievous, let's be honest. Narkushan, seeming contented at this turn of events, seeing that her Claimkeeper was going to die, and so was she, seemed to accept her fate and just let go. But Medea had other plans, entreated Ilarin to please dive down, and she would grab her, believing that this one could still be saved. Ilarin, being a good creature who believes all life is sacred, agreed. And Medea grabbed Narkushan at the last moment before she plummeted to her likely death. She had like 40 hit points. It was a 20d6 damage. It's possible she could have survived, but not super likely.
Yeah.
And that is actually right where we left off. As we are now on the back of Ilarin, the Desert Phoenix, flying away off into the sunset, literally, because it's about like 5 or 6 p.m. at this point, as you guys are heading off over the sands, away from the ruins, not in any particular direction right now, just as far from the Dracotors as possible. There are probably a few errant arrows whizzing, missing quite a bit as you're well out of their range, as the Dracotors try to take last pot shots at your party, as they disappear as specks in the horizon. As you were all gathered on the back of this large winged creature, Medea has just yanked Narkushan, this dragon-blessed individual, priestess of Bardes somehow, onto the beast, who has landed with a thud and kind of looked up bewildered to Medea. What?
You're
are you
stupid
doing?
girl. And I just throw her down on the thing. I'm like, don't think your life is so not important.
We were just trying to kill each other 5... What is this? If you want information, I don't have anything.
No. We don't want information.
What do you want?
Yes, what do we want? She was really just ready to let me die, so I'm curious.
Oh, really, Varia? Because I can't quite recall who we just let live. Oh, right, Leviathan.
I believe we have seen that people can change.
That's actually really fair.
You're like, when do you get it so insightful, Q? But anyways.
I'm going to stab him. You let him live.
Yeah, well, but anyways, what are we doing with her? Are we gonna send her? What do you want, Medea? What do you want to do with her?
I mean, that's not really my call. It's not my
You
life.
saved her. No, it's your call. You're the one who saved her.
What do you want to do? I ask her.
She looks at you honestly like you're crazy. You I do not understand. You slew my master and now saved
Your
my
master.
life,
Mhm.
and you're asking me no, this either kill me or have some use of me. There's no way I accept this.
Well, it would be
My
hard.
pride as a
Look.
Bardestian will not stand if I have to suffer this humiliation.
Oh my god, it's called mercy. Learn it. Good
Mercy is
lord.
ridiculous.
Really? Because
So-
without
so-
it, you'd be a smear in the ground right
I'm just
now.
looking at you
Oh,
guys and I'm like,
cute. Hold on. You're gonna give her mercy, but giving Leviathan mercy is not okay. What is?
Oh,
what,
look, no,
what is this double?
but no, my aggression was pointed towards the black man. She's kind of,
look,
kind of
they're bickering aside. I kind of have a soft spot for people who are abused.
I
And I
am
look
not
at you.
abused.
Are you sure?
Oh, right,
about
yeah,
that?
no, it totally wasn't abuse.
Vex was
I
a
just
brute. Yes. And I am glad for what I did. You think it was not calculated, teleporting him aboard this? I knew what would happen. You did exactly as I'd hoped. Yeah, give me an insight check.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Spanish. 'cause I
Insight
level. Damn.
checks.
Stupid.
My insight checks are kind of garb.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Bunch of
Bleh.
Oh. Perry, you're a little distracted by Q's weirdly sudden insight. Medea, you're distracted
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah, I'm always.
Mira, as
Okay.
Narcoshan says this, you feel like this was 100% not how she expected. You don't think that this was some calculated master plan. You just can see that she is very confused right now as to like
You
like-
didn't think that he would fall off and die. You were fearful for your life. You were
No,
just looking to
I
save
had-
yourself in that moment.
I would never betray my honor as a warrior of Zivadona. I am blessed by her.
That's good and all, but pride doesn't keep you alive either.
I do not mind dying. I do not fear it.
Quick.
It's kind of a waste
question.
of your
It's
life then.
Not
isn't
about
it?
fearing it, it's about wasting it.
Peria, question?
My question was, did she die when we fought her that first time? I thought she had multiple death saves. And then I don't
We
remember.
put her down really quick.
I know we put her down
She-
real quick.
You guys put her down
Was she
quick.
just
She did not fully die. No.
Okay, all right. I couldn't remember. It was a hot
No.
minute ago. Okay.
They did make a lot of comments during the first fight about how easily she could be replaced. Now she needs to pull her own weight.
Mm-hmm.
But she did not
That's what
ever
it was.
succumb to death.
Okay.
You guys did knock her down immediately though.
Yes.
See, she kind of like gathers herself on the back of this creature. Clearly, you all are also he's kind of hit a gliding point, but you are
Mhm.
also kind of talking elevated as there's a lot of wind whipping around and
We're kind of
Um,
yelling.
it's a somewhat yelling conversation. She seems to like grab on to part of his plumage a bit more and try to like adjust herself to like sit up a bit more. I do not
Do
understand.
you want to go back? Should we just drop you off at the camp, or are you done with them? So just so
No.
blessed.
No.
Hashtag.
Claimkeeper has been defeated. My life was saved by an enemy. At this point, I am yours to do with as you please. by Bardestian law.
We don't function
Look,
under
that's disgusting. I
Bardestian-
don't believe in that stuff. I don't believe in slaves and masters. Believe me, I went through the slave thing. Not fun. Don't. You just need to find your purpose. Obviously, it wasn't with those people because they lost, right?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. You hit some
Yeah.
key points.
Ah, come on.
Oh
Well, my
my
persuasion
God.
sucks. It's
God.
okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm a bumbling idiot. It's okay.
Pretty bad.
That's ooh.
Just a
Yeah,
natural
but-
5 and a natural 1.
Yeah.
You
It
know,
happens.
whatever. You do what you want to do, but
What about employment? Do you want employment?
You
Well,
are
plenty of-
offering me employment. You
Look,
people
I
are
don't
so
know.
bizarre.
Well, if Medea didn't save you, we wouldn't have this conversation. Medea doesn't know what to do with you. You don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with you. It just seems like a job would be a good idea.
Just drop me off somewhere.
Where are we going?
That was a great
Lauren's head
question.
kind of cranes up around. I've been sort of waiting for that at this point.
sorry.
Oh, it's quite all right. I'm sure there's a
Sure.
lot of heightened emotions after what just happened.
Can we see the world map real quick to
Yeah, yeah, one sec.
whereabouts where we are?
We're in the
Hey, you guys-
dunes.
What's the next aura we got to get?
Cobalt, last one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bardess.
Alright, great.
All right, there you go.
Hey, look, we have
Oh yeah, we're gonna envoy.
a Bardestian.
Hmm.
You can just say that you killed Vex, you know? You can go back.
You
Right.
guys are huge right
Oh,
now.
we killed Vex.
Alright, answer a question for me.
Uh,
Talking to her, Mike.
She looks to you. Yes. Why?
What normally
Knowledge.
happens when somebody kills a claim keeper? With your law.
It does not normally happen.
But
This
if
is
it
not-
does,
Awesome.
happen. Because it did.
would they know immediately?
I don't believe it would be well.
She has those marks.
The
on
claim
her.
chieftain would probably be aware of his death. His passing would. She would feel it.
Mm.
Send her a message.
The one
Oh.
who slayed them, if they present themselves to Zivadona, the claim chieftain, they would have the right to claim challenge, to
Mm.
take the position of keeper.
And if they don't, will they just give it to some other guy?
That is up for the claim chieftain to decide.
Did she elect a new claim chief for Calcifel?
Give me a straight charisma check.
Is it what's disadvantage because I have exhaustion? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if it's an ability check, I
Mm.
suppose. You can flare for
Yep.
advantage or whatever, but okay.
It wouldn't have mattered. It's a 9.
Better than my
rolled a
5.
4.
9.
Oh wait.
Oh.
A sorcery point.
You have something. You
Okay.
have something. Yes,
Oh,
sorcery
yeah.
points.
It's an ability check. I'm gonna spend a sorcery point
Mm.
and just re-roll 1d20.
Nice.
Sure.
10.
10.
It's better.
It's average. It's an average roll.
It's a 5. It's less than average, actually.
Well,
Oh,
you're-
strong.
Well, the result is a 10, but
Yeah. Fuck.
I do not feel comfortable revealing my chieftain's processes to enemies, even if they've
I
saved
mean,
my life.
It was more of a curiosity of whatever happened to Freya's replacement or not.
How do you know of Freya?
She's
Wait.
like, well.
She looks at you a little bit closer. See, she takes her hand and covers your hair and her eyes. Oh,
It scrunched my face.
gods! You are Evelyn Knight, then.
Well, that was a name I went by, yes.
You are lucky Vex did not realize. You would never have left that camp alive. He could have brought your head back to regain his honor.
Yeah, well, he was kind of stupid, so
I
Yes.
suppose
The
that
risk I
makes
was
sense
willing
now.
to take.
She looks over to Q. Now I understand why you named the wayward dragon in battle. I was wondering how you knew of her.
What?
You said
Morgana.
Morgana.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You used to be like, I'll tell you where Morgana is if you stop fighting. And there was a
Well,
lot of confusion.
She didn't know that's what Morgana's name
Oh,
was.
that's
remember?
fair. That's fair. That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
So you are the troublesome group that has been going around then. That makes a lot of
No.
sense now.
I wouldn't say the whole group's the troublesome group. They're really, I mean, look, she saved your life.
You are the ones who
we're just
tempted.
escorts.
You specifically, Ms. Knight, are the one who tempted away the claim keeper of Susail.
Well, he has gone back now.
I didn't do anything. Yeah.
Has he?
Look,
Hmm.
Yep.
Yes.
He's there now.
I
Interesting.
don't know if he's there yet. Well, yes.
And this may be presumptuous of me, but with us felling the final blow on your chieftain and
guess.
Keeper, sorry, and Pyzane returning, it might be the best time, Q.
You seek an audience?
We have
Hell no.
business in
Oh,
Bardest.
no. I have a better idea. We're gonna contact the Cobalt and tell them where the fuck it is, and they're gonna do it themselves.
No, because they. Who
Well,
knows what they will do with the beast?
What are you
well,
talking about?
Q-
They didn't do anything with the beast.
Well, according to Paria, we have to go help someone over in another land.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
do that later.
All right, we need to do this and this and this and this.
We got a lot on our plate. The Cobalt can find their own damn beast, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I kind of agree with her on that.
I'm just saying, Q, the Golden were very close to killing their beast.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Reveal.
That's why I was saying we needed to go help because I told what's his name, I forgot his name, but the
The
golden,
Serenitis, the golden deer.
yes, the Serenitis, as
Mhm.
he or she them were being restrained by the Golden Clan and were this close to getting murdered unless they went with them. So
When did
I
this
told-
happen?
like I don't know,
Excuse
last
me?
night, two
It was
nights
like
ago,
yesterday. I
Yeah.
think.
Yesterday.
It's hard to say.
whenever we were chilling with her mentor.
And you didn't think to maybe tell me that at the time?
Well, you had a lot on your plate about, finding out that you were not really immortal anymore. And, I helped him out, saying that, we go do it. Just go with the golden quietly and don't die.
Mhm. Yes,
So, yeah,
this
you
is
wanna
our
leave it up to
typical
Cobalt.
party. This is what we do. Isn't it lovely?
I do not understand anything of what you are talking about, but
Yeah.
if you seek an audience with the chieftain, I can act as witness to the kill.
Oh, there we go. Got her in.
There we go.
That would repay my debt to you, Medea Varos, correct?
Mhm.
No, I am Mira. That
I
is
was
Medea.
speaking
Oh, you mean for
suppose-
saving the life? Yes, yes.
Yes. Yes.
But you would be the one that would be claiming, so either way. Well, then
So
I
my sister.
suppose-
Wait a minute. So my sister will become a claim keeper, is what you're saying?
Well,
If
I
she
don't
desires.
have to. I don't. While it would be nice, I don't.
It is also not a guarantee I should mention.
I don't.
You would
think,
have to prove yourself.
No, I don't think I would want that. I would rather give that up for passage in the land to do what we need. I know it seems stupid to you,
Kind of important.
but if it is so paltry, then they would easily let us have it.
I cannot speak on behalf of the claimed chieftain. Sure, her whims are unpredictable, but she would be impressed nonetheless. if you had felled a claimkeeper of hers. And I owe you a debt, so I shall act as witness if needed.
So then,
What's the best place?
I think what we should do is go to Q. Q, you had mentioned, and I would like to visit some friends. I would like to go to the capital myself.
Right,
Visit
the tattoos.
a few friends before we head out.
Mm.
I know we have business back up in the... I don't want to go back to the snow, but we have things to finish up there.
Yeah, we do.
But I just think this is an opportunity that might pass us by if we don't now.
Well,
I know
tell me,
you...
Frank.
I know you...
I kind of think we all could need a break anyways.
Yes.
This was supposed to be the break. You guys had a spa day.
We had spa day.
Yeah,
Spa
spa
day turned into
day.
rough day. Rough day
It was
turned into
supposed to be the
headache
break, and it's been all but not break.
It was a
Oh, not
break
break.
until a divine
except for-
intervention happened, Michael.
Yeah. I was just saying, this was supposed to be the break. So the break instead is going to Bardest. That's
Wait, no, I thought going to the capital was the break.
I mean, I
At
don't
this
know.
point, it might as well be.
Sure.
The people we've run into with multiple tattoos, Vex having multiple tattoos is scary.
These tattoos you speak of, what are you talking about?
The Aurora marks.
Aurora Arts?
Arts. Sorry, lisp.
She looks at you a little confused. What do you mean by tattoos?
Do they not have those over there?
We teach Aurora Arts, certainly, but
Some people learn them the hard way.
And
Yes. Years and years of training. We don't have that time.
We don't have
I'm just
time.
saying that's maybe why she's unfamiliar with the shortcut. Because do things.
there is a
They do things the
shortcut to
hard
these.
way. Apparently.
There is no honor in that.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we don't have time for that to
No.
do it the right way, as you're probably concerned,
Fine.
because we've got a lot of shit on our plate.
Fine. The capital it is then.
How are we getting to Bardest afterwards? Oh, I guess we can figure that out later.
um,
Because are
Also,
we
the
going to lose
keys,
our
like,
ride
currently
when
is-
we drop off? When we
No.
get dropped off by Lauren?
We can ask it.
Well,
we
I mean-
can ask the nice druid lady if she has a tree over there.
Oh God.
There is a druid. I
There
remember
is.
that much.
I will warn you,
Yeah,
if you speak of teleportation magics,
it seems like a bad idea. Let's not do that.
the claim chieftain has a particular penchant for hating access into her domain through teleportation.
What is the best way, in your opinion, to get to Bardest the most quickly?
Probably with papers.
Expedient route.
A small smile plays at her lips, but she kind of like leans back and like puts an arm up over like the wing. Have you ever ridden in the ship of a claimkeeper?
I've not
Not
ridden
that I
in a
can
ship
recall.
at all.
Why don't you take care of your business in the capital? Drop me off there. I will make arrangements. Since you are replacing my keeper, potentially, and the Dane currently have a treaty with Bardest, I will arrange transport.
Can I do an insight check on that?
By all means.
I'll say I'm gonna accompany her.
Mm.
Hold on. Wait.
13?
Me too.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Insight. Yeah. Damn it.
Nice.
10?
Well, not
No.
10. Okay. Yeah.
No, because I'm at.
What are you trying to insight?
When she said, what'd she say? I'll arrange.
She'll arrange
transport for you.
transportation.
I don't like the
Um,
smile.
It was the way she was saying it that it's like, oh, I'm gonna arrange a bunch of people to come and like kill you or whatever. Like
I think with a 13
like-
insight, you feel like the smile and the thing was more of bragging in the sense of you've never been on a ship like I'm going to show you.
Oh, okay.
Now there might be some ulterior motive or something. You can't tell for sure if there's something hidden there, but she seemed a little bit more smug than like conspiratorial or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, I didn't get that, so I don't trust her.
Fair.
I'll give my bag to Avosi. Give the bag to Avosi.
What? You don't want to give
What
me
is
the
I don't trust any of you
gold?
two. I don't trust you two.
What do you mean?
What do you
Why not?
mean? What do you mean?
I would not
Why am I
You
spend
don't have
it.
any pretty. Hey, you don't have any pretty chokers in there, do you? No.
I don't
Okay,
know.
you're good.
I would not spend it all on arrows.
She would
That's a
spend
lie.
it all in arrows.
That's a lie, and I know it. I'm
No,
gonna
technically,
take
if there's one
out-
gold left, it's not all.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take out the spirit cleaver. We'll keep that. On
Okay.
that person. But then otherwise I'd give it to Avosi, just for
Okay.
be like, I'll accompany you. Whatever your what's her name again? I forgot. I'm sorry.
I'll put it in
Narkushan.
NPCs. It's gonna be it's a mouthful.
Narkushan.
Narcosha.
Narkushan, the spirit or dragon blessed. Narkushan. Narkushan.
Narkushan.
Narcosha.
Oh, did I spell it right? I'm gonna look.
Yo.
I may have to give her a actual like full-fledged character sheet at this point.
Hmm.
She was supposed to die. So hey.
Nope, not with our group.
I mean, if she dies after, she goes her own separate ways, that's on her.
Hope
Yeah.
I'm not making
He wants
you
to die, that's fine.
I
panic.
spelled it right. I just didn't add an apostrophe.
Yeah, of course you didn't. It's a
Yeah.
fantasy world. They always
I
have
know.
apostrophes.
Yeah,
Narkushan.
Mira.
Man,
Yeah.
go me. All right.
Mira has unnecessary
Yes.
apostrophe.
Well, Narkushan, I will accompany you if that's all right.
Suit yourself.
Do you need my makeup kit, Peria?
No,
Sure.
I'm sure.
Why do you cover yourself up with those creams and powders and things? A warrior like you does not need such things. Your beauty should shine on the battlefield in the blood you shed.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Just, I like looking my best,
She kind of shrugs a little bit, looks away. So, Alarin's like, so, where am I going?
Have
Eric,
us off near the capital.
The where?
Wouldn't they,
Oh,
attack us?
the bridge way over there in the distance. You see the giant spire? That's like a
Over
bridge
the-
by
No,
a
this is
river.
like miles and miles of desert
Past the oasis.
past the ways.
Or west.
West. The word west has been thrown out. He
West.
turns and goes west. It's like, thank you. I have not seen these lands for millennia. I don't know anything about your.
I think we
Society.
might need to go a little southwest.
Okay.
Mostly
You guys can
west.
direct him for the most part. Like, you guys can pull out a compass and be like, I think it's kind of like there's some degree of.
I have a compass. I bought one
I
many
am-
moons ago.
Used to traversing on ground, not on air.
Avosi has keen mind, so he can be like, I think it's kind of that way, like based on where we went and like trajectory. The party can just generally guide Alarin. It doesn't take longer than maybe an hour or two to cross the entirety of the dunes via Alarin.
Ugh, beautiful.
At this point, though, the sun is starting to set. It is about 6 or 7 p.m. And he crests down at the edge of the desert with the road and then the bridge and the road leading up to the massive walls of this. You just see it's mountainside and then wall and then mountainside. The walls go up so high you can't see city beyond from this point as how close you are. As he goes to land, I do not mean to drop you off so far, but based on the reception I had upon first leaving my dwelling, I do not want to risk more ballistae.
No, I
it
understand.
is
I agree with that,
understandable.
yes.
Thank you very much for everything.
He
Also,
lands
do you need
and
any healing?
the wing comes down. Oh no.
Are you sure?
I am quite fine. And he ruffles the spot where the ballista hit, and like the feathers part a little, and you see it's just perfectly healed over.
Oh, okay.
I heal very quickly.
Oh, good. Okay,
That's,
I'm glad.
yeah.
Does anyone else need any healing?
I mean, decay, but otherwise I am fine.
But we had an hour, right? We could spend hit down.
Yeah, you guys can do a short rest in the back,
Oh,
Lauren.
hey,
Yeah,
that's
by all means.
awesome.
Hit
I-
down!
Oh
Let's go.
god.
Oh, let's convert.
Oh, let's go. Okay then.
Okay, that's level 5.
Ah, yes. I love having a calculator. I am so not good at math. Yeah.
I'm gonna be using all my hit dice.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
yes,
Yep.
yes,
Vosi
yes.
needs to spend some too.
One more.
I'm almost full.
And I'm assuming what's her face? Narcos.
She'll spend a few hit die too. She wasn't
We aren't
terribly
going
hurt,
to
but
attack you. You know, if we would have done that, we would have done it earlier.
I have no doubt you would not have wasted your time with me.
Mm.
Unless you are just toying with me this whole time, in which case I would
No.
actually applaud your cruelty. It's quite impressive.
You weren't showing love very much, were you?
Love comes in many forms.
What,
I guess like during the
nothing?
ride, she definitely talked with you, Medea. And
Mm-hmm.
you said you experienced slavery. The
Yeah.
hands of Bardest?
Oh, no. Not Bardest.
That is rare. Outside of our homeland, slavery is mostly outlawed.
Mm. Yes, well, people go into Underelk and they drag you along and send you to
The
bonfire
Underrealms
spot,
are
you know.
a different story.
Wasn't a good time in my life.
I see. But it made you stronger, didn't it?
I wouldn't say that.
Sometimes we have no choice but to find strength in the times that make us feel the weakest.
That's true, I guess.
So we're here.
He hops off. Lauren shakes the feathers as you guys all get off. It's like, oh, I haven't given a ride to that many people in ever, actually.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's
You're
fine. It was
heavy.
good to
Mm.
it's good to get some exercise. The adrenaline kind of kept me going after I got shot, I think.
I
Well,
imagine it would do that.
I'm going to make my way over to Susail now, I suppose. The terrain is still roughly the same. Where in Susail should I go? Should I look for any particular markings or...
She will explain the central area where her tomb
Kalo.
once was.
Kalos, the city of Five Hearts, right? Okay, gotcha. He's like, that sounds like a noticeable landmark. I shall go there and see what I can do. It may take me a few days to arrive, even moving it as quickly as I can.
I guess just, be careful. I'm sure there are other
Above clouds.
assholes out there who might take a pot shot at you if they could.
Yes, I will be above the clouds as much as possible.
Good job.
There aren't any snakes in Susail, are there?
Snakes?
Just
Little,
notably.
garden snakes?
Okay, good. Okay, good. That should be fine. All right. Just wanted to check. And he rears up and begins to flap his wings and beats off and
Goodbye.
into the sky.
Safe travels flying.
What do you think he meant by that?
Snakes,
I
don't
think he
know.
meant something bigger.
Like flying snakes?
Like, can you do like I guess a instinct check to see if you don't
Sure.
prevalent?
Sure.
Ancient, awful snakes just living in Suseo?
Hmm.
Like,
That checks
Natural
out.
one.
mhm.
I don't know shit.
Yeah, no.
She's gonna be like,
Q,
"Yeah,
you're
yes,
in this moment. You're pretty much convinced that there must have been like snakes in Suseo. Like,
Yep.
surely there must have
Yep,
been.
totally.
There was like a snake, you know, sickness that went
Yeah,
across the land.
absolutely. Q, you have no clue.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
Uh,
That's very fitting.
Yeah, it's
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Why are we going here again?
tattoos.
Right, right.
And to visit friends.
But
Yeah.
mostly it's tattoos.
Right.
Tattoos.
Yes. Mostly.
And
friends.
apparently a ride to Bardest.
Yes,
And
it
the
may
fanciest
take
ships.
me. It may take me a few days to get that arranged. To be entirely honest, I don't know how quickly. I'm going to have to pull some strings to try and circumvent the need for Vex's presence, but I
Especially
think
if
I'll
they
be
know
able
he's
to manage
dead.
it. Thankfully, it's only been about an hour since his death, so I'll do what I can.
All right, and if you don't come back, whatever, you know. All right, Perry is going with.
Well, I was
with
like,
her.
I'm going
We'll be
with
fine.
Keep in touch.
I will.
Perry, are
All
you
right,
sure you're
so-
good alone?
I'll be fine.
You sure?
Yes. Look, we'll be fine. Look, we have plenty to talk about.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So much.
So, as you guys reach from the edge of the desert onto the stony path, it eventually, after a few minutes of walking, turns into mostly dead grass and then slightly more alive grass, and gradually goes from a period of dead wasteland to somewhat lush, verdant fields. And eventually, you find a large river spanned by a bridge that is actively being patrolled by a few people, a few guards go from one length to the other. You sense that the closer you get to this capital city, the more tight security gets in the mostly militarized nation of the Dane Republic. Mira and Medea, you two have probably been here. Mira, I know for sure, has been here before.
Mira
Medea,
has.
Yeah.
I don't think I
Medea,
have.
maybe I would
I
say
might have
like
been passing,
maybe once you've passed through, like to get from the Alaran Oasis to the lowlands, you may have gone through the city, but you probably didn't linger too long. That wasn't a lot much here for you.
Yeah,
but
I kind of went down here. I went down this way.
yeah.
Yeah.
So as the party crosses this bridge, there are a few times like guards kind of like stop and like watch your passing, keeping an eye on the strange looking group that is approaching, but nobody stops or says anything. They are beginning to light lamps along the bridge length as the sun is going down. In fact, as you get closer to the city, the sun is going so far down that this city is eclipsing what little sunlight is left from the walls. And you're just entering into just shadow as torches are already lit on the outer walls along the perimeter. And you guys arrive at the city gates, and I will I'll keep the music the same because it's still nighttime, so it's kind of fitting. But I will put our group. I'm gonna grab the individual tokens since you guys are gonna split up. It'll make the most sense to me. Happens.
I finally get to see these people that you've been talking about.
Yes.
Unusual and unexplained.
Yes.
Hopefully they're still here.
Well.
Okay.
I'm not sure about Osiris, but I'm sure
As you
Quibble
guys
is still
arrive
around.
at the Dune Gate,
Mm.
I would say that
Ooh.
Mira has enough knowledge of this city to basically guide you guys around if needed. But as you guys arrive at the large gated wall of the Dune Gate, arriving from the deserts, there is, it looks like the doors are currently shut, as you're trying to approach a capital city at the beginning of nightfall. It looks like they've begun to close up the city for the evening. But they're not like barred or anything. You just feel like you can't just walk in right now. What does the party do?
Really quick, are we going with our fake IDs or our real ID?
I mean, I was actually just thinking about that too, because I don't have a real ID. All of mine technically are fake.
Yeah, you
I remember what mine
never
was.
existed.
Oh
I
god,
don't exist.
I don't think I have any sort of identification.
You all have the fake IDs, but that's it.
Yeah.
I really don't even remember what the character's name was.
Gardesian. We have Gardesian citizenship cards.
It says we're from Espira and we're affluents on vacation. But other than that, I don't even remember what the name was.
I think it was our actual names.
Yeah. She doesn't know her actual name.
Yeah.
I mean,
Up to you guys.
I like my own name anyway.
Yeah, sure. Mine says Peria because no one knows me by that.
Yeah, you guys could have decided what you wanted to call yourselves while you were on, in disguise.
Well, I shall be the affluent Peria
Peria.
from Cardes.
I mean, your full name is Imperia Sovereign.
It is. It's pretty obnoxious. So, yeah, I'm going Gardesian.
Okay.
She's going Gardesian.
I feel like there's a chance I might run into people who know me, so if I try to lie, it won't go well.
Yeah, so go by it as yourself.
Yep.
Nobody knows me here, so I'm just gonna name myself Medea because I am Medea.
Great.
It's simple for me.
Great.
You see, like, Narcushan
Well,
looks at the group like, huh. Interesting. I always imagined your group was more coordinated.
no, not really.
No.
Kind of just
No.
Interesting.
Hopefully that makes it sting just a little bit more.
It does. It really does. All right. As the party approaches the gate, there are a couple of guards out front. Sorry, you're all arriving at a bit of a late time. What is your business in the capital?
Lodging.
We are here for lodging. We are just traveling across the desert.
Okay. Where are you coming from?
The dunes.
The desert.
The oasis.
Yeah.
And we're quite tired.
Did you not come with an escort?
Sorry. Miravaros used to be an escort. I don't really need one to get me across.
Oh, I see. Well, that's convenient. All right. Just see some papers of identification, and we'll get you moving through. Are you looking to stay in the city or pass through?
I mean, we're just gonna be sticking around for a little while.
Like
So,
a day or two, maybe.
pass through, but for the most part, that we don't really know yet.
All right. He's like making notes, and all right. Over here, need some identification checks, and see, somebody comes over with like a very large like book, and like a small cart, and they come up to you guys one by one, and they begin to take your identifications. Kind of like hold them up, look at them.
Yep.
You see, like one of them takes out this small magnifying glass and like kind of scans over the card. Okay, all right. And one by one, they go through, and they don't seem to notice anything. They just kind of go one by one.
Does Narcushan have paperwork?
As like they approach Narcushan, she rolls up her sleeve and shows a long series of 3 gashes down her arm.
Shit, I should have done that.
And the guard looks to her and just kind of nods and like marks her on the paper.
Damn.
And she like pulls her sleeve back up.
What was her when she did that? What was her expression? Like
Neutral.
was she like
Just very
okay.
just like
Pretty
showing someone your
business.
ID.
Okay,
Yeah.
pretty businessy. All right.
Yep.
Well, I'll
As
say it then.
they go through and get each of your identifications, They stop at Mira briefly, and like they like going through the book. As at one point, Mira, give me a perception check real quick, sight based, just for your knowledge.
It's because you're a veteran. You're in the
Probably.
veteran.
10.
They know
They
you.
seem to like go over your name twice. For like everyone else was kind of like, okay, sure, write it down, sure, write it down. For you, they go and they like stop for a sec, and then just kind of keep going. There was like a small
Two of
stutter
those.
for yours, Mira.
There's 2 of
And
those
then-
there.
At the end of it, do you need to ask? You showed ID. Medea, does yours have last name?
I mean, it probably would have because I don't
Just
think
need
about that
to check. Okay.
Yeah.
They'd probably at one point also stop at Medea's and do like kind of a double check there. They look to. I think they'd look to Peria and be like, is this your daughter or sister or who here is responsible for the minor?
My younger sister, yes.
I see.
Yes.
Very well. And
She's
like,
very
makes a note.
quiet.
This is like
She's very
glaring
shy.
now.
We know
Raising her
most of
hand.
you here are armed. He doesn't look at Peria when he says that. He looks at everyone else. Like most of you here seem to be armed. We are going to have to ask, especially considering the time of day, that you keep everything sheathed. In fact, we would prefer if you kept everything stowed away best as possible. Don't want to cause a stir.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. I guess. Hey, I need your bag.
Has there been problems here recently?
There is a war.
Yeah.
on.
Well, yes, there is a war, but you're treating it like...
And you all seem to be from Gardus, according to this. Which also, they do look at Mira a little bit when they say that, like a little squint. You seem to be from Gardus, which does sort of seem a bit odd to be carrying weapons on vacation. I'm assuming.
We were coming from the desert, you know. We
You
kind of
know how dangerous that place is?
It is.
Right, but
Also, yours is just a toy, Q. You know, it really couldn't do anything. That's why we hired escorts.
yes.
Yes. Question,
Escorts.
real quick.
Mhm.
Mira / Chris, you didn't use your normal ID?
That's what I didn't specify. I thought I was using my normal ID.
That's I need to make sure.
Yeah, that's why I'm sorry, I'm caught a little off guard here. I didn't realize that's what was going on with the double checking.
Yeah, because you guys have decided to play up your personas as the Gardesian nobles on visit, and I asked if everybody had their ID with their names, and I assumed.
Gotcha.
I don't know what are you using?
Because after that, it was just I had just said that people might recognize me, so I'm just gonna go as myself. I guess I didn't make that clear enough to state
but
that.
Medea's says Gardesian noble, and you both are Varoses,
right?
And twins, and look identical,
right?
And,
I mean, I have a lot of makeup on.
Yes, but you are also
Sure.
you did note yours has Varos on the ID, so there is a bit of something going on right here. They're a little confused about, but
People
not.
can move.
I didn't say they're like gonna arrest you, but there's a little bit of interrogation going on right now.
I'm gonna amend my statement and say escort, and point to Mira using.
I need a group deception check
Sure.
at this point.
Oh,
Deception.
goody.
Oh, goody.
Remember, if you have more than 10, it's okay. You gotta roll
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
That's right, baby.
No.
Woo! And it's still
No.
13.
13.
Yeah.
That's really
Alright.
funny.
It's better.
Do you break the mold, or we can have 4 13s?
Or are we gonna have a 1?
Oh, so close.
Okay.
13,
Let's
13,
just go.
13, 14.
Hold on, I forgot to roll with
okay.
disadvantage, so
Oh, yes, that's true. So
just
one more. 7.
amend it to a
7.
7.
Oh yeah, it's actually
Mira-
12, not 14, because
Right,
it's supposed to be
right.
disadvantage.
So 13, 13, 12, 7. I'll give a
Yeah.
roll for
Yeah.
Narkushan. She's not even part of it, actually. I'll give a roll
No.
for Avosi.
Like, why are we hiding from these people? I used to be.
I mean,
What
she
is
more
this?
of a
literally
Yeah,
conqueror.
has
use disadvantage.
she literally has no other ID. She had to use it.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Oh look, you rolled a nat 20
Oh,
and then
And then
He did, yeah.
and then and then an 8.
no. Oh well.
You don't have
Oh well.
you don't have family from out of continent?
Nothing wrong with that at all. Just Miss Varos, you say you were an escort before. Did you ever have any service in our nation's military?
Yes, I did.
I see. And this is your sister then?
He's getting very impatient.
She is
Did she? I'm sorry, Miss Medea Varos. Like
Mm.
looking at the name on the paper.
Yes.
You were not present at the same time your sister was for the draft. How interesting.
No.
Hmm.
Other continent.
I see. How long have you been in Gardas?
How long has it been? I lose track of time. Michael.
Becky.
What?
So
It's
the
been-
war
it's
was
been-
how long ago? Like 20.
The war was okay. The war was ongoing before.
The
So
fall.
it's been 20 years since the Holy Land descended. The
Mm.
Holy Land descended in the middle of the war, like actually kind of closer to like the beginning of the war, really. It's been 10 years since the war ended because this campaign began at the beginning of a 10-year anniversary celebration.
Yeah.
So it's been 10 years since the war ended. The
Okay.
war went for 13 years. The Holy Land fell after it had been like 3 years of war, roughly. So you've been in Gardas for about 20 years.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, roughly 20. About 20 years.
I see.
I need to find the map.
What brings you and your Gardesian companions to our fine nation during a time of war?
Well, we were here for the spa, but I have some friends in town who I want to see, and I want to show to my friend.
Who are you? I see. Who are you looking to meet?
I don't know if the name means anything these days, but I am looking for Quibble Ebblebottom.
Give me a quick insight.
Sure.
Kind of unusual people.
Quick insight with disadvantage. Great. 8.
8.
Whittle.
With a low insight, you feel like the guard looks alarmed, and he's like, I see. One moment, please.
Alright, panicking.
Miss
Alright,
Varos.
panicking on the inside.
And turned over to his guard companion, and they kind of
Your
like
friends
walk
do.
back to the gate. One of them comes over and says, "We're all just verifying some last minute information, and we'll have you all on your way shortly."
Okay.
And
I don't
Panicking.
they
This is a terrible idea.
head into the gate.
What your friends
You see-
do?
Narkushan looks to the group and goes, "Okay, this is more of the same, I see.
I mean,
What?
Ha!
The lack of coordination."
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Well, I don't know that we should be going here anyways. Just
what
saying.
did Quibble do?
Wait.
I don't know. What do you mean? What did Quibble do?
I don't know.
What did you do?
Who was Quibble?
He is a friend of
An unusual
mine.
person.
Did they serve in the war?
Yes, but not directly. They were in the.
I like my friends better.
Inventor of sorts.
Oh,
An inventor.
Yes,
a
it's.
mad scientist?
No, he's not a mad scientist.
Oh,
God, I can't imagine that much mad in such small. No.
Well, I hope you're not
After
going to be arrested because of this quibble.
I sure hope not. I would be furious at him.
after a couple of tense minutes, what does the party do? Because nothing's happened for like maybe 3 or 4 minutes at this point.
Well, we have to wait for these guys to come back.
Right. I'm asking if there's something else the party's doing,
I
or
mean, we might as well pitch a tent, you know? I mean, I don't want to be in a
I'm
tent because
getting
that's
ready
disgusting, but we
rock.
can do it.
Look, I don't know.
You fucked up, sister.
Maybe
You
we should have
fucked
just
up.
come through during the day when they wouldn't have questioned us, and everything would have been fine.
Or just went to get marks. You know.
Just
We should have just kept
Fine,
going.
fine, fine.
I just wanted to visit friends.
after about, I'd say if you guys continue waiting, it takes about
Mhm.
15 to 20 minutes.
Jesus,
I like
that.
And you guys are just okay, sure.
I'm gonna pass the time by sending a message.
Yeah.
Send a message to Tolo, my
Um.
favorite archmage. Hello, Tolo.
Hello, Peria.
Good evening. Hi.
Good evening.
Had a weird, curious encounter, as I do.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So, have you finished deciphering Bartoon's journals? Have you looked at that at all?
I mean, I've been looking finished.
Have you?
It's a lot. You guys sent me like a library. I'm working
Oh.
through it.
I know you had a little bender in the middle of it, but I wasn't sure.
Okay, all right. Let's not get judgmental here. I had a bad
It's
moment.
facts. It's facts, Tolo.
Yes,
I
I've been using the fancy chronolometer to translate, and it's been fascinating. A lot of it I don't really understand. There's a lot of aura things that just sort of don't apply to me.
So we ran into basically a simulacrum that Bartoon helped create. Like he made his own
Really?
spell. Something, yeah.
Fascinating.
Lauren. I don't know if there's any like insights in that book, but Lauren is the desert phoenix. I think
Nothing
they were
on
friends.
that necessarily, but
Cortis was involved.
Cortis, you say?
Yes. Cortis made this
L-
crazy,
give me.
awful.
Are you in life? Or are you in absolute peril
No,
right
no,
now?
I'm waiting
Okay.
for the guards to come back because apparently.
Message me in the morning. I'm going to look into this. It's something is ringing a bell.
Yeah, I wanted to just let you know because it's not every day you meet an ancient simulacrum of.
No,
deity.
well, maybe for you it is, honestly. At this point, I'm
Well,
not so
no.
sure anymore. But for the most people, no, you're right. You're right.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do you think that Bartoon like made his own simulacrum of like himself?
Oh, I have no doubt he would have.
Soren didn't actually kill Bartoon. Maybe he killed a simulacrum, or maybe there's a Anyways, I don't know. I feel like Soren would feel a lot better about himself if Bartoon was.
Something
Maybe
tells-
that's why Bartoon isn't showing up, is to teach him a lesson.
Something tells me the god of valor can handle himself. But
Well, I
your
don't know.
concerns are noted. I'm more interested in general is the idea of a divine simulacrum wandering around.
Yeah, because
I will.
kind of.
The way you're talking about them, are they still around so I can talk to them?
No, they have like merged into their original self.
Of
Is that-
course they did.
is that-
I'll message you in the morning.
Okay, good night, Tolo.
Good night, Peria.
Why can't you message me when you haven't screwed things yet?
Yes. After about gosh, like 20, 25, getting close to a half an hour.
Oh my god, this is bad.
I'm
Eventually,
just
Okay.
taking my shoes off at this point.
the
Jesus, like,
the large gate at the front begins to slowly move open.
oh, thank
Mhm.
God, this
And
just, eh.
it moves. Like it's very slowly moving inward, and like it gets to a point where you feel like you could squeeze through, and it stops.
Oh, what now?
And then
Close.
it's pretty dark. It's hard to see. There's some movement, and then the door begins to close again.
Ugh,
Oh, come on.
such
And-
teases.
At first, you think it's they're just playing with you, teasing you.
Yeah.
But as something begins to approach closer from the doorway, it only opened just barely enough
For a small.
for a very stout, very elderly
Mm.
gnome. I'll put in NPCs
Gnome.
right now.
No.
Wearing a very nice, like almost like suited tunic with like a large like Fred from fucking Scooby-Doo style ascot on his chest, with a small walking stick, not a cane, like not like a staff, but like an actual like walking stick, approaching very quickly down the road. Mira,
Quibble?
oh by the gods, it really is you! And he just, this little tiny guy runs up and just like grabs onto Mira's leg. He's shorter than Q. He's like this tiny little gnome that just wraps around her leg. Oh my goodness, I didn't know if I'd ever see you again. After the war, and you went to the Holy Land. Oh God, I this is so. I was not expecting this today of all days.
How have you been? It has been so long, and
Oh, we
why
really
were
must
the
catch up.
guards very concerned when I asked that I'm trying to see you.
Concern. Like, he like looks over. It's like one of the guard like approaches like it looks like a little out of breath. Professor Elbowbottom, please, you must try to slow down a bit. He's like, my friend here says you were concerned that they would try to meet with me, that she would try to come and see me. What is the meaning of this? It's like, sir, I'm sorry, sir. I was not concerned. I just wanted to verify that they knew they were. Like, what? That my friend was lying? No. I will not have this. Let them in immediately. We have much to discuss. Yes, Professor, of course. And they turn and like look to the rest of you like, please forgive us for the delay. We had to verify that you indeed were associated with Headmaster Quibble Ebblebottom of the Raththorn Academy. It is quite the claim, and we just wanted to make sure.
You're a headmaster now. You have moved up a lot.
One of five. It's honestly just a tenured position. It's nothing major. We have so much to discuss. Please, come in. We have a bit of a walk. The gate is quite far from my home. And the gate begins to slowly grind open as your party is escorted by the guards into the gate, as they just needed to verify that you really were connected to one of the big names.
I love
Is
him.
your parrot, I'm assuming.
Is your academy the parallel or the equivalent of the Pale Heart Academy?
Oh gosh.
Headmaster?
No, dear. Thank you. That's very, very flattering. I could never hold a candle to Headmaster Paleheart, but no, our academy is well, it's
Unusual.
a bit unusual.
Have the Dane taken better to magic than in the past?
Better is one way to put it. Certainly, it's still not quite what I would like, but they allow me to teach basic arcane arithmetic, and I do my best. But the budding mages of this nation have a long way to go before they're at Paleheart Academy's level. But we do what we can. Now, please, who are your friends? I don't recognize any of the... It looks over to Q. It's like, oh. Almost my height. That's very rare.
This is... Are the guards around us?
After you guys leave the gate, like you guys are now walking down, it's this long paved road lined with trees, with farmland stretching for what looks like a mile on either side. It's crazy. It just keeps going. There's no real like guard escort now that
Okay.
Quibble's with you. You just hear like the constant like tick, tick of his cane on the cobblestones as he walks as rapidly as possible to keep up with you guys' longer gait. He's got tiny feet.
Well, this is my sister.
Medea Faros,
gesture.
as I live and breathe. I had no idea I would live to see this day. He returns the gesture. Quibble's aura, I don't remember if it was. It's
I
pink.
have
He has a pink
my-
aura.
Is his pink as mine?
I am fairly certain.
Yes, his is pink.
Yes. I have copied them over. Yes, he has a pink.
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Well,
nice to meet you.
it is a pleasure to meet you as well. Are you still with the, what was it, the Lowland Frontal Assault something or other?
No, not anymore. Not
No.
anymore.
Oh dear.
Now we
I
are...
heard such wonderful things about them.
Yes.
I can't
they
say
were amazing.
too loud because it would get us in trouble here. But we
Oh.
are...
He like stops, taps the cobblestones, and all sound around you guys vanishes.
That is neutral.
Oh.
And then you see he waves his fingers, and you hear in your mind, "What is it?"
Well, we are from
Oh.
the Holy Land and work with them. You know, the ones who are at war with the Dane right
Oh.
now.
I see. Yes, very wise then to be careful around here.
This is Q, formerly known as Arcus.
Interesting. Okay. Hello, Q. Formerly known as Arcus. Should I call you Arcus or Q? And you're all hearing this in your heads as you are currently linked on a telepathic network.
Q is fine.
This is Paria Knight. We are on a long escort mission of sorts for her.
Oh dear. I thought you were done with those
I
days.
thought I was too.
I am so sorry.
It is
Well, it is
different, but
pleasure.
and then we have Avossi.
Hi. Hello.
Oh, sorry. And then my
Clayton.
sister
Associate.
saved her life recently. It's a bit complicated.
Little bit. Rakushan.
Narkushan.
Rakushan. Sorry.
I see. What an eclectic bunch you are. Based on your attire, I am estimating you are Bardestian, you are Susalian, you are Susalian or Gardesian? You're looking at Peria, like unsure where the attire is coming from. This is quite a
Yes.
bit of mixed cultures here. Well, I'm not too surprised, Mira. You're once more drawn to the unusual and unexplained.
Well, yes.
We are such alike. I am so glad. How have your arcane studies been? Did you ever really find that perfect druidic teacher?
I did. Yes. Well, yes. I did find Sylvan.
We should probably
and-
keep moving. It's going to look strange standing in the middle of the road.
Yes.
He like waves his hand, like taps the cane, the silent spell disappears, and you guys continue moving.
I spent many years with Sylvan.
Yes, I remember the exile at the edge of the woods.
Yes.
He was part of the reason for the draft. So, you guys move along.
Did I hear him right?
Yeah, you probably heard that.
Oh. Really?
What a shame that was.
Why was he responsible for that?
Well, it wasn't his fault. He was actually do have a token for him. Boop. Better. It wasn't the poor man's fault. He was a victim of circumstance, and well, young Mira here was quite eager to see her new mentor, and I suppose it caught the eye of the higher ups here.
Yes, well, being trained
Was
by
it-
somebody who used to be powerfully arcane is one way to get drafted. I suppose.
Yes, draw the ire of the wrong people.
Yes.
I myself was pulled in as well to the war efforts, although I thankfully never saw active frontline duty.
Do you know if Saris is still around?
Oh, no, I do not know where Saris is.
Okay.
She parted ways soon after the war ended, especially with Caldwin's loss. It was
Yes. Hard.
the unity. We haven't been quite as unified since. But I try to keep the spirit up as best I can in my studies and my teachings to the students of this place. We've got to try to work in some weirdness where we can. After all, everything else here is so regimented, it'll drive you insane.
Yes, I imagine they haven't changed their boring. So tell me more about the academy that you are headmaster of.
A headmaster.
A
Just one of
headmaster,
5.
I did.
It's it's a good place, a place of learning, a place of expression that you can't find much else of in this place, unfortunately.
Can I
The
do an
arcane is
insight?
not forbidden by the Dane by no means, but it is lauded. It is not celebrated by any means. But in the academy, a bright mind and a curious spirit are all you really need. We offer many different courses, not anything that will lead you to being an archmage one day, but it'll teach you the basics and get you out there. We encourage field research, at least we did before the war efforts, and now we don't really send students on excursions anymore. Things are dire, and since the war did begin a few months ago, our funding has been cut a bit, admittedly, but we'll pull through. Not a problem. He is, the president is insisting that we focus our efforts more towards militaristic training.
Of course he is.
You made an interesting comparison with the Pale Heart, actually. I believe he looks at us as a failed creation, a failed reflection of the Pale Heart, whereas they create stalwart warriors and crazy multi-national warriors. We would just want to foster the next generation to have a more open mind.
I think that's a lovely sentiment, though.
I do too.
Not everything has to be about war.
Certainly not. Most things shouldn't be, but well, I don't really he's starts stroking his beard. Don't really know why, but recent months it feels like it's gotten somehow worse even than before. His warmongering has only grown, and there is a resentment building in the people. I don't know. Things have been strange here.
With time, it will even out.
I am sure. All things will in time.
Yes.
But, well, anyways, I unfortunately do not have rooms for all of you available. I still live quite modestly, but I would be very willing to set you up the Twin Banners. I haven't been there in a long time. I think they're up class. I enjoyed them.
We can handle ourselves.
That is fine.
The most important thing is they're very accepting of other cultures, which
Great.
you all definitely need right now in this city, based on how I just see all the different things around here. Don't stand out too much, although I certainly profess it. I would recommend some caution in town.
So subtlety while you're got it.
The best you can.
What
Right.
does subtle look like?
Not
in
having
this
our weapons out.
area.
Oh no, no. There's nothing subtle about us, but you know,
It
what
can
are you
never
gonna
be
do?
subtle, Q.
Subtle would be keeping to yourself. Don't try to play hero if anything happens. Don't try to rock the boat, as they say. Guards here have been getting a bit emboldened, and I don't want to say that this city is becoming a violent place, but it is getting a bit towards that way.
Isn't that the
Okay.
point of guards, though, to keep people safe?
Sometimes they're not the ones keeping the safety, I'm afraid.
Oh, great, more assholes in charge. Just what we
Yeah.
need.
Love that. Well, we just
Oh,
have to
and
see.
if you do happen to be in the town square for any length of time during the mornings or evenings,
Hmm.
try to avoid the crazy people giving out sermons. They're yes, there's some sort of new religion spreading around, and they're trying to gather traction. And they're a bit of a dangerous group. I've heard of some strange rumors around them, honestly.
Oh boy.
I
Good to
will
know.
keep that in mind. Thank you,
Mhm.
Quibble.
Of course.
I'll stop by the. Do you have classes tomorrow? You're probably busy.
Oh, I could certainly make time for you.
Do you know, Quibble, our headmaster, the Okara Othenium? Is that a place in this?
Oh, yes, most certainly. From the town square, you would travel the westward spoke of the wheel. The city is known as the Wheel City simply because of its very rudimentary layout. From the western spoke, you'll find the Okarathenium pretty simply. It's a very large building, lots of glass, lot of ornate architecture. It's a repository of information similar to the Chronicler's Guild, but less forthcoming with the information, if that's be believed. They also, I applied there at first before the academy. They do not really believe in the teaching of the arcane, but more so the sequestering of the information.
Hmm.
So, getting anything from them will probably be difficult.
I would imagine so. You would have to have some form of official writ or paperwork.
From probably the president himself, I'm sure.
Oh, probably not that high up,
that
but
high?
somebody, some government official would. In fact, if there's something you are curious about, I could put a recommendation forward.
Oh. I will look to Mira
Hmm?
and say, with my eyes, go ahead.
What did you want from there, Peria? Chris is blanking. I'm sorry.
That's where the
The
marks are.
whole reason we're
Right.
here.
Sorry.
Mark.
Yeah,
Good.
just it's been a couple weeks.
That's
Yes,
fair. No,
yes.
no, that's fair.
Talun Varos, your half sister,
Yeah.
told you that the Okaro Athenium is where the Sundune escorts would like
Described.
yes, it's not like they go there every Tuesday or anything, but
Right.
if they were to go anywhere, it would be the Okaro Athenium where there is an inscriber.
Right. Well, Quibble, we were looking to see a inscriber for possible Aurora marks.
Oh.
Ugh.
Getting some marks. That's a tall order. I don't know if I could swing that, but I can probably at least get you an audience with Inscriber Emoris, and we'll see what she has to say.
All right. That would be more than I can ask.
That would be immortus.
I would be happy to do it. And as you guys approach the center of the wheel that makes up the town, you guys find a large building towering with what looks like dual colors of like a violet and a red, and the violet side has like a large banner that has symbology of Calcifel, symbol of the Artello family, the Valartane family, different family crests, and the right side has symbology of the Dane, various crests of like the Sundune escorts, places some of you don't know about. The Twin Banner Inn seems to be a sort of gathering place of people from both nations.
That can
Especially
possibly go
since
well
this
at all.
used to be Calcifel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this place is one of the few places in town that I would trust with such an eclectic group such as yours. But still, please do try to be subtle here. Don't cause too much of a stir, and in the morning I will send a missive over to Inscriber Emoris, and we'll see what comes of it.
Thank you. We will just get a room and be quiet.
Quick question. Where would someone go to get purified here?
Oh, of course.
Absolutely.
The New Chitin Church would have plenty of clerics there for purification, certainly, I would imagine.
And none of that weird religion is there?
No, they stay away from the Chitin churches. They don't seem to get along.
Okay.
Mm,
All right.
not so
Good to
bad.
know. Thanks.
Well, I hope you all sleep well and
Mm.
enjoy your stay in the capital city. I will go and get my shut-eye so I can wake up and teach the next generation. It was so wonderful to see you again, Mira, and to meet you, Medea, and to you, Miss Peria, and to you, Miss Q, and to you, Miss Nakushan, and to you, Avosi. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. I'm here too.
I'm here too.
Not
God,
even
I
a
love
mister.
Avosi.
Nope. He was introduced, and this is Avosi. Look.
Avosi.
Okay. And he will slowly, begin to walk his way down the road and vanish.
I love him.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Narcoshot, watches him go and is like, huh, that worked out somehow.
It typically does. I had no idea that he was a headmaster now.
Hmm, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
He doesn't seem happy about his job, though.
Well, I think he would be happier if it was a place that respected the arcane more, but
By comparison to the place that I'm from, this place is quite open-minded about the arcane. I assure you.
Right.
Well,
Let's get some shut-eye, I guess, right?
yes.
I
Should we
suppose I should
stow,
go in the
should-
morning.
should we stow away our weapons so we don't draw attention? Okay.
I suppose.
Purified first.
Well,
It's,
Q, we
evening
should
time.
go to the room first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Right.
That's like I starting like, okay. Still the same. I'm going to get my own room.
I would. Yes. You do that. Pay for yourself.
And she
That's the money.
parts.
Great.
She parts from the group to go to her own room.
All right, we'll never
Sure.
see her again. Bye.
I was saying, are we sure we want to let her just go off on her own?
No, but I saved her life. If she wanted to kill us in our sleep,
Well, it's
Good
more
luck.
of just getting passage to Bardas. I don't care about her trying to kill us. Like, good luck. I mean, it's more of the...
Although she's like, I kind of care about that.
I mean,
I believe if her honor is anything, she would not just
Yeah.
run away. She seems very strict by that.
it's fair. I don't know. I can't get a good read on her. I'm just tired.
I don't understand.
I am
Bardas
tired, and I could really use a hand on
Nap.
my shoulder if you
Man,
wink,
you know,
wink.
we really... I get it. I'm going to whisper into the aura of the stone. And be like, Mira, stop being so obvious. You're not being subtle. Just shh. I get it.
Yeah, let's look at her room.
Okay.
Yep.
As you guys walk into the Twin Banner Inn, it's pretty quiet as it's kind of getting settled in. In fact, for what is basically like a tavern inn combination, it's very quiet. There's like a lot of people just kind of sitting around quietly drinking, quietly talking to each other. Mira, the last time you were in this town, it was a lot more lively.
Mm.
That's for
Mm.
sure. You guys approach the front desk and
Is there music playing? Or like a
The
local...
town is slowly
bard?
dying.
no,
Yeah,
just like a
bard.
gentle
It's just quiet?
gentle din of
Ooh.
just like muttered conversations around.
Oh
Small
my God.
fire in the fireplace crackling. That's about it.
Oof. Okay.
There's a woman behind the counter. Looks like a dwarven woman, squat set, curled hair, like hair in large curls and blonde. Small scraggly beard, even on the woman. What can I get for you?
Room for all of us?
Are you the ones that Ebelbottom were talking about?
Yes.
Just kind of reaches over, grabs a couple keys, throws them on the counter. Covered.
Oh, all right. Thank you.
Checkouts in the morning, 8 a.m.
All right.
If you oversleep, I'll charge you another night.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Breakfast. Is there breakfast in the morning? What are your hours?
We serve between 6 and 7.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're just like,
Kind of goes back to like
"Please, let's go.
some books and
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Quick question.
Yeah.
The New Chiton Church. What time does that open?
it's open 24/7.
Oh, what about the purifiers?
I would imagine they'd be available anytime in case the guards need purification, but for common
Just
folk,
regular citizens. Yeah.
probably show up after 9.
After 9. Okay. And then, is there an influx in charge? Because of the war.
Yeah, you're probably going to be charged.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night. Your hair looks
You
lovely,
as well.
by the way.
Oh,
Just walk away.
Thank you. It's like this very like tired dwarven woman gives like a little smile. Thank you. I needed to hear that today. Just like,
Oh.
Oh,
like
no.
turns of face.
Oh, this person.
Oh.
No. More than I bargained for. Goodbye.
I'm good. Let's go.
Too much emotional investment.
Up to our
Oh,
nope.
but I feel
Let's go.
bad. But okay.
As
I'll
you
see you tomorrow.
as you leave the crying dwarven woman behind the counter.
Oh, I don't know. I don't want to, but yes. I'll spend like 5 minutes and just be like, well,
Sure,
okay,
sure.
and then I'll go.
Yeah.
Perry. She's such a good
She basically just gives you a quick no, I'm good, I'm fine, thank you. That was wonderful. No, it's just very nice of you.
If
but
you
it's just
get
been
off,
tough.
we can talk,
No,
I can
it's
just
alright, it's
listen.
alright. It's my job. It's my job.
how does Narkushan
She's
react?
gone.
She doesn't. She just goes upstairs.
Okay.
She's like, just goes upstairs immediately.
Yeah.
Way to be subtle, Peria.
But I just was complimenting her hair. It's
Subtle.
really nice. All I did was said she had nice hair. It is. It's beautiful. But okay, anyways, moving on.
As you guys find your rooms, they're not like lavish, but they're very comfortable. The bedding is soft and warm and clean. Mostly, that's the biggest part of going to an upscale tavern. It's clean.
Yep.
The rights.
There's
There's a waterfall. Oh my gosh, I just noticed it. Oh, it's gorgeous.
there are
sorry.
only. Wait, what? I'm sorry. What was
I
that?
saw the waterfall over on the right by
Oh,
the
yeah.
Rathorn. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
look at that. That's so pretty. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the Citadel is very I should say the capital city of Rathorn is one of the most elevated parts of the Dane. Like, it sits on like a large plateau that has kind of like winded down to the rest of the land. The Dane is on kind of donut-y shaped, honestly, surrounding this large citadel that was built on top of this cliff and has been renovated into a city since the Dane separated from Calsfeld. This was used to just be like a military outpost. Fortress. But you guys find your rooms. Quibble prepared 2, and then Narkushan bought her own 3rd. You guys can just stay in one if you want, but you guys have 2 rooms.
I think we'll go to one room
split.
to start
Okay.
I mean,
and talk.
Oh yes,
Narkushan
and
wanted to get her own room, so
well, yeah, she goes to her own room, but the rest of you go to one so you can talk about purifying tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Once you guys are behind closed doors.
Yep. What's everyone at?
Avosi's at 16.
I'm just gonna put it in there. I'm at
Yeah.
10.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Louise.
Ugh,
Y'all.
Avosi. Yikes,
See what you at.
Avosi.
Oh my-
Y'all.
Oh, yo.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
What are you at?
I'm at 12.
Okay.
Oh,
You're not
all
much
double
better.
digits.
It's been good.
No, I know. It's just I was hoping somebody was below 10.
Nope.
No, that was,
okay.
Avosi's like, it's been a long day.
It's been a very long day. Look, I get it. Okay. as I'm put the glove on, starts taking some stuff. Be like, guys, I know I need to cut back too, but just know that even if you get these new marks, don't be using them all the time, cause
What's the point of getting them then?
well,
Well,
sorry.
Paria,
This is a finite resource.
if they have a mark that reduces my decay use, I will get it.
Oh man, I should invent that one. Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
Yeah,
great.
and I was using my decay so I didn't trust my walls. No, I pushed the wall down a hall.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just saying, when you get new things, just be mindful of the cost.
Right,
know?
right.
Medea's
it.
gonna start like undressing, getting her plate off and stuff.
Tiavosi goes, whoa!
It is fine. She is not getting
Oh, right,
naked.
you're here.
I still want to I don't want to look at something wrong and then you kill me and I would be
No,
totally
it's okay.
justified.
I just get undressed, put my pajama jams on.
Jimmy Jams.
Okay.
My jammy jams.
All
Doing
right.
You know, in that
Decay
cute-
calculation real quick.
Yeah.
I'm figuring out
Used,
where I want to
like,
put it all.
Half of that thing.
Yeah, I mean it's got a
We're
each
more than
I was
half.
gonna say each battery is 100, I think. So
Yes, this is less. That's a lot.
Man.
Yeah.
We're
So I'm
bad.
keeping my
40,
decay.
50.
Well, there
Jeez,
is
yeah.
a way to discharge it.
Yeah, there
I'm
is.
just saying.
There is.
Mm.
It's so
I'm
much
gonna go
better to
ahead.
be in normal clothes.
Yes.
Um,
Find a wild animal
Jesus.
and unload it on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna swap the battery out, I guess.
Would you really have cared so much if we had decayed, the bug man? Just saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Paria, that
Didn't
is
I
not
like
the
him?
point. Or
It's
Q.
cool.
Q.
Yeah, I'll say, hey.
You are tired, sister. Go to sleep.
It's been a day.
Go to
It's
trance.
been a long day. We got attacked by Leviathan and these decay creatures, and it's just
Alright,
when I took
everyone
on
else can mark
this
them as
escort
0.
mission.
Okay.
Great.
And then I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go to the room by myself where no one else is, and I'm gonna go ahead and give myself some decay to deal with this stupidness, the massive amount of decay that we all have.
0.
Don't have a lot.
What's there?
Well, you guys did also part of this day was fighting Leviathan,
Mhm.
and yeah,
Oh yeah,
there was a lot of decay
it was a
A
lot.
lot of
flinging around.
It was. Actually, I'm gonna do
Also,
this a
I
little
need to
more
make
here.
note. Just remember, Perry and Avosi are murked.
Yep. Oh, I know. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
So,
Giddy.
you guys will wake up to 1 point of decay.
Me
Yeah.
and Medea, the twins, somehow avoided.
Somehow avoided getting hit
Yep.
at all. Same
Yep.
with Q.
Mhm.
By Merc specifically.
Yeah, no, Q was hit just, with
Not by
death.
Yes. Good thing too, because if you had died after getting Merc,
Been
that would have
bad.
been bad.
Feel bad.
Well, I mean, does it, instant just burn
Yes.
you away? Oh.
Yes. Don't you remember what happened to Julius?
Yeah.
Ein
Ah.
stabbed him, and he immediately turned into dust.
Mhm.
Same with Rorik.
Mhm.
That's why with the whole Tyrburn ate me thing was you were dead anyways. There's nothing to be done. When you die with Merc, it rapidly overtakes the body and kills you.
Oh.
Kills you. Murder, gone.
Well,
You
die
don't.
of Merc and die with.
There's no body to resurrect.
they're the same.
Oh.
Yes, since the beginning of the campaign, that has been a constant. If you
Mhm.
die while afflicted with Merc,
Mhm.
you decay away.
Yeah.
So right now, until it's resolved, Peria and Avosi are on permadeath watch.
Permadeath watch.
Meaning, Revivify doesn't matter.
No,
No, 'cause there's no body.
not for them.
No.
They would immediately just to the void.
Mhm.
That's what makes the Merc so fucking terrifying.
Right.
We
Yeah.
need a cure.
It's
So-
at the end of the campaign.
We need a. Oh, no. I hate what we need.
What do we need?
Guys, what we need is Ein.
I already feel it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said
Yes!
that.
And I hate
Yeah.
it.
Why?
Finn's going, yeah, fine.
Yeah, somewhere. Finn is like, I love that guy.
It's great. Finn is Ein's first fan.
Yeah.
And
I liked Ein
only.
before it was cool.
Yeah.
He's his only fan.
Different
Different context.
Oh Lord.
TOS.
Yeah,
There it is.
that's bad. Okay,
I'm
so
gonna go grab a drink real quick.
sure. This is kind of a downtime moment.
I need a fan. Not an only fan.
Moving away from that.
I want fan. To rule them all. Yep.
Peria, I'm asking you because, of course, you do. Is there anything you'd like to do before bed?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Figure this is the perfect time.
Yeah, no, it's the perfect time. So when I went by myself, the spare battery that had decay in it, I put it on myself, so that zeroed it out. So I've absorbed the decay using the gauntlet. I've upped my decay levels.
Oh shit! How much
Yes.
decay are you at now?
I'm at 45.
Oh my god!
What? Fuck.
Look, I don't know of a better way to do this
I
as my
mean-
character would do. Look,
Oh,
Not
give it
gonna
to
use it on the
yourself and then go get
person.
it purified
that's
tomorrow.
what I'm gonna do. It's
That's-
gonna be a hefty cost.
You can't exactly
Doesn't-
go up to somebody and be like, "Hey, purify this crystal."
Gem, yeah.
How many levels of exhaustion should you take before you can't move again?
It's 5.
5.
I'm at 4.
Ah,
Mhm.
So, yeah, don't worry. I'm looking at what it does.
Yeah.
I look like shit.
So how much did we get?
Healed all of it.
Yes,
All of it.
We're
Yes.
good.
yes,
Peria
Perry
took
money.
your sins unto herself.
yes.
Perry.
That's the kind of friend that Perry is, and I'm gonna get my bag back from Avosi real quick and just take
Okay.
some money out.
Yeah.
We
where'd
will
it go?
never be able to repay our debts.
Oh shit! Q has all the money. Damn it.
yes.
No,
Yeah, she does
Felix
have all the
gave
money.
you some.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
there's
All
Peria
right,
has
yeah.
money too.
I have
At
374
the top,
gold.
at the top
Oh,
of
there it
Peria's
is.
bag.
Thank you. The party fund. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take like 1,000 gold.
Sure.
Temporarily.
Sure.
Because I don't know how much they're gonna upcharge me. Oh, because war times. I'm gonna put that on myself, on my own person. Okay.
I'm gonna
45 points.
so
Yeah.
when we go to sleep, I'm going to, I guess, not be asleep when some people are asleep. It's like a shift thing again.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess if you guys want to take shifts at the end, you
I
certainly
do.
can. Sure,
We only need 4
Oh.
hours, so.
that's true.
I would like to send a message.
Okay.
To.
Mhm.
Oh, where did the thing go? I wrote it down, but I lost it. Oh, I already asked that. Okay, good. All right, maybe I'm not sending a message tonight, guys. I'm good,
Oh
actually.
my god.
Are
I
you
know.
The
out
one
of
night she
spells?
does-
Who are you?
No, I'm not. I have spells, but like, I mean, I usually have an agenda of like things to go through,
Yeah, you do.
but I don't today. So
Wow.
She's
yeah.
just like, I'm tired. Fuck these people.
Wow.
I mean,
I know who you are.
the only thing was to ask Tolo, if he finished deciphering any of Bartoon's journals.
Right.
I
I'll
mean, I
message in
could
the morning.
be annoying and just message random. Oh wait, yeah, I do want to message actually.
Okay. All right.
There it
I
is.
knew something.
There it was.
Wait a minute, I do.
There it is.
There we go. That's the Peria I know.
We messaged Salt in the
Salt.
morning,
Okay.
saying that we were bringing Dorn through the thing.
Yes, you did. You sent that.
And it's been a while. So I'll go ahead and message
Frost. Okay.
I'm send a message to Frost.
Sure.
Let me mark it off. Boop, boop. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong spell slot. Boop, boop. There we go. Heading further away. Did you get the package? Did... Shoot, no. If we leave, will you be okay in current situation? Probably decent time.
Considering it's turning nighttime, this is the right time to message Frost.
Yes.
He responds, or perhaps I should say, Nyx responds. Package received and understood. Though indirect, your support has been invaluable. We will survive until you are ready. We'll keep you updated. Be safe.
By the way, Mira, Frost is a Kalashtar.
One more message back to Nyx. Removed key player in secure location will gain additional information. I don't remember. Were you aware of trafficking that was occurring? Have feeling his grip is very wide.
Ply takes a minute. Keenly aware of all Order's sins. Factored into plan already. When you are back, we can begin to show people who they really are.
Okie dokie. I'm done sending messages, but I would like to read
Sure.
my spell book.
Ah,
Make progress on
yes.
that finally.
Finally, literally, like,
yeah.
okay.
I had one good night and I totally forgot all about it.
Yes.
When we were hanging out with Sylvan, I was like, shit, that was the perfect night to stay up
Did
late.
just refresh me, did I have set rules on how that works, or just like an as you study it?
So I think it
Okay.
was just like duration. I forget. I have to go back through and look.
I should probably have it written down. Let me just check real quick.
It's been a hot minute.
Your mom's spell?
Yeah.
No.
Ba, ba.
Move that over. Oh, is that the message?
Somewhere. Just looking through all my stuff real quick.
All I have is that it was something to learn with downtime.
Yes, I think it's. I'm going to. I don't know where I put the notes on her spells specifically. Unless it's.
No, skip. I know. Oh. Whoop.
I'll have to look for the file later, but for now, how long do you spend on the book?
So it is, what time of day? Am I looking at the chronolometer?
Oh, it is like 8:30.
8:30.
At
Breakfast
night.
is at 6.
Right.
So I get my 8 hours of sleep. So it puts me back at going to bed at 10. So I'll spend an hour looking
Okay.
at the spell book, and then an hour of transcribing a spell on my
Okay.
fine inks and parchments. that I
Sounds good.
purchased.
Just give me an Arcana check. Just
Sure.
straight roll.
Yeah, let me just give you that with disadvantage.
You
Yeah,
don't
I
have.
wouldn't imagine.
Wait, guidance. I can guide myself. I'm smart enough to do that, right? Question mark.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I
Alright.
would imagine.
Right?
12,
Yeah, of
and then I'm gonna
Oh,
use a sorcery
boy.
point.
12. Hey.
Use a sorcery point to re-roll that straight normal with. Boop, boop. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey.
the nat 20.
27.
Nice. I think that Peria, just now cracking open this book, doesn't take long to understand the spell theory aspect of it from your mom's crafting. She was a warrior and a sorcerer, or a wizard rather, who wove spellcraft into her melee battle ability, to her sword play. Sorry, my brain did a fart thing there. You are a sorcerer, which means that learning spells is a little tricky,
Yeah.
but it's not as easy as just transcribing like a wizard spell and like learning the methods. But the notes your mother has given you, it's almost like teaching you how to invent the spell yourself. How to like reinvent it as your own. She kind of knows what that's like a little bit. But I think she is a, like, I think straight up like wizard. So she doesn't have the sorcerer problem. It's a little bit hard for you to grasp, but with a natural 20, pick it up real quick. You do not know how to cast the spell just yet,
Oh no, that makes
but
sense.
I would say mark 1 success.
All right. It has been
I
marked.
finally found the freaking thing. Yes.
Juan.
Juan. Okie dokie.
It has been
Oh.
written.
Mike, I forgot to actually want to do something for your event too.
Sure. What's up?
She would message her mom
Oh, of course.
on
Bummer.
the stone. Hey, are you awake?
Hi, yes. Good evening. I am awake. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good actually. So nothing concrete yet, but we might have the verdant aura in motion.
Good.
We unfortunately the creature we were supposed to find to fix it was dead, but we found a different creature that might be able to help solve the issue in some way.
Okay. Well, I suppose we'll keep each other posted, whoever hears first. But that's good to hear. I know things are getting a bit dire over in Susail these days. That'll help. Unfortunately, it will help rebalance things. I guess all that's left after that is the kobolds.
Yeah, I was considering just telling the Cobalt what creature theirs was and having them go do it, but apparently, and Peria didn't tell me this right away, when the Golden did that, they almost killed theirs.
That does not surprise me. The Golden Clan was never diplomatic. They're much more logical.
Yeah, well, after the shit Quill pulled, I wouldn't expect him to be nice about it either.
The kobold, I don't think, would dare harm a creature if it had the chance of returning their auras to them. The Golden Clan, I can understand. They're a bit cold, calculated, and they probably would have been fine with potentially reviving the creature if needed. But I don't know. Boreas, I don't think he would. Honestly, you're right. I don't really know anymore.
Yeah.
They've taken me by surprise as well. But whatever you think is best, I trust.
Well, I can't contact them. I'd have to convince Peria to do it, and I don't think she's going to.
I wouldn't blame her. But,
Yeah.
well, I hope everything else is going well. Hope you haven't nearly died again.
No, actually, we beat the hell out of some asshole who is trying to ruin our plans, so that's cool.
That's my girl.
Thanks, Mom. Anywho, I'll let you go and get back to bed then.
All right, dear. Well, give Peria my love, and just know that I'm very proud of what you two are doing.
Thanks. I will.
All right.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too. Good night.
Night. Jewel.
Mm.
Disconnect.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to ask
Sure.
for Mira, sister, you have that earwig thing that makes you hear better, right?
Right, yes.
Can I use it for when you guys are sleeping and then,
Yes, we can trade it out
Okay.
for sleep
Great.
schedule.
I just
Okay.
want to do like active.
Yeah, so while
listening.
everyone else is sleeping on your watch,
Mhm.
you'd like to do an active perception?
Yeah.
Okay. With advantage.
Natural
20.
What do I hear?
Is there anything in particular you're trying to hear?
I don't know if Narkushan would have went like to the room next to us or a room further away. I guess I'm just trying to hear for. Well, I probably couldn't hear from like a few rooms down, so I guess the room next to us. I don't know.
Okay. With a natural 20, 28 perception, with the earwig especially, getting some extra hearing ability.
This is weird but nice.
It is weird but nice. You do hear what sounds like, you almost want to say prayer in the room next to you. Muttered and almost like a mantra being repeated over and over. It's hard to make out. And what languages do you speak?
Just Common and Elven, I believe. Yeah, that's all I speak.
You don't understand the language, but just from the nature of it, it feels religious in nature.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like somebody just muttering to themselves. It feels like a mantra, something that's being said over and over again.
Okay. Now, can I have like an insight as to the infliction? Like, is it like a pleading kind of prayer, or just like?
Yeah, with a natural 20, I'll give you an insight check. You heard it well enough. You can try to gauge emotional.
That's just a normal.
Yeah,
come
just
on,
a normal insight.
Baby. Yep,
5.
that's my insight, baby.
You heard it, but you didn't understand it.
All right, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, well, cool. I mean, I'm not gonna go and do anything because they said to lay low, so I'm gonna lay low and then go to sleep when my sister wakes up.
Yep.
I will say, with a natural 20 perception, 28, there is like through the walls, like outside, through the windows, distant sounds of scuffles or shouts, like a commotion in the middle of the night, distantly. That's something else you would pick up.
Okay. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying where I am. I've created enough problems for this party.
Only recently, only a little bit.
Somebody else's turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna switch to the music because it's been the same thing for 2 hours.
Yeah, cool.
And with that, the morning comes. You guys get a full rest. Anybody who still needed anything, items recharge with the new day. Abilities refresh. The Dryad key flourishes back to life, and you can use it again. Remember to restore hit dice back to their mounts and points up. OC. Okay.
Second wind. Hello.
8.
Nice to see you.
Before going down to breakfast, I'm going to spend a minute casting Gift of Alacrity on myself.
Okie dokie.
Casting what on yourself?
2.
Thing that gives me a D8 to initiatives.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what that is. Because
I'm
I always
gonna-
forget to use it.
Mm.
So I have to make a note to use it. Call full
Peria and Devosi take 1 point of decay upon waking.
foot. Okay.
I'm gonna start getting my armor back on, and I guess I'm gonna look at Perry and be like, "You look horrible. What happened?"
Yeah, you don't look like you slept well at all.
It was the bed. It was not comfortable. My back.
It was. Could have switched.
Yeah. Next time. I was
Okay.
just gonna go with Narkashan, get some breakfast, and then we'll. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
If he's still there. All right.
Peria, you exit the room.
Yep.
You see the room that Narkashan had taken, and it's a couple down from you. You knock.
Knocky, knocky.
No reply.
She's gone. We knew it.
Can I try the handle?
Can
Yeah.
some
Seems to open. Opens.
I'm coming in. I hope you're not naked.
If
I
you
peek
are,
in the room.
okay.
It's like the bed is made perfectly. There's like no dust anywhere. It's just empty.
Okay. Well, maybe she went down to breakfast. And I'll close the door and I'll walk down. Look for.
As you walk down the stairs, you see the woman, the dwarven woman, has been switched out to like a younger dwarven man. Still like short, shaggy blonde hair. Like a long, like blonde beard wrapped in several
brother.
braids. Like,
Yeah.
good morning. Breakfast is over on the table. You can help yourself. It's buffet style.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
That's nice. That's nice.
Welcome.
it
We
part
got
of
some
the-
hungry people here.
Part of the room and board, or do I need to pay?
No.
a fee?
Mr. Ebelbottom covered the whole thing. He put down a couple platinum pieces. You're all fine.
oh,
well,
Trust
Oh,
me.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, you're
so
good.
funny.
Your companion's already over there, eating up a storm, and you see Narkushan sitting at a table with 2 plates with just bones picked
Oh,
clean.
jeez.
Yeah.
Looks
So
like she's
good.
just taking meat products. Like there's a
Mm.
pile of bacon. She's got like a whole ham, which she's just like ripping chunks off and just taking.
Okay.
Yes. There was a lack of meat on our last journey.
Yeah, well, that'd explain a lot.
Yeah.
She's gonna eat us out of house and home, but it's fine. We got the money for it.
Don't worry. We're only here for like a day or two.
Oh, thank the gods. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you're welcome anytime. By the way, thank you. By the way, my wife, she said that you really, thank you.
Oh.
Aw.
Of course. I mean, look. Her hair is beautiful. I'm sure, as you know.
I do. It's really beautiful.
I just
Oh,
grabbing my
man.
plate and walking away kind of awkwardly.
Yeah.
like,
As you guys filter downstairs, you find Narkashan is like 6 plates deep. She's like, sit. I have good food here.
I'm gonna
Plentiful,
grab
too.
like some eggs, a little bit of bacon, some toast.
You did
You
not-
know, the
You didn't tell me there was a feast today. She's like grabbing another plate.
Yeah.
feast. It's
I think
breakfast.
it's a buffet style.
Buffet.
I mean, you can have how much
Strange
you
cultures.
want or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Do you have to fight for your food usually?
I'm not always fighting for it, but
Oh.
never this much abundance. This is extravagant. I like it. It's like see, like Avosi reaches for like a sausage and she chinks like a fork down. It's like, "Ah, damn. Sorry, that one was mine. Like grabs the whole plate, puts it. Of course, I
Yes,
should have assumed. She really likes protein. Okay, I'm gonna go over here to the eggs and hope that's not quite your type of protein. And he like goes down the table.
Yeah.
Michael, are pancakes?
There's probably not as many like baked goods, like pancakes and waffles
Or
and
like
stuff.
toast.
Might be
Wasn't
rolls.
Ovosi the one that made us pancakes in the? Or was
Yes, I think Avosi was the one who made you pancakes in Sazant.
Avosi's pancakes.
it go?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Q pouts a little bit and is like, I kind of want his pancakes.
I'll have
She does prefer sweet foods.
Mm.
He's a sweetie.
There's probably like you could get like buttered rolls and some honey,
Mhm.
and
Oh,
like
yeah,
just
something
kind
like
of
that.
make something up with that.
And it
But
has
yeah,
a good, healthy portion of everything, pretty much.
Some sweet rolls.
some sweet rolls.
Maybe an
Somebody
apple.
stole your sweet roll.
Roll.
There's plenty of fruit, that's for sure. You feel like Quibble gave you guys the full luxury treatment of whatever this place could deem luxury, and that includes all-you-can-eat breakfast.
Word.
Cool.
Just out of curiosity, like looking around here, like anybody else just like
There's
not
no one else here.
enjoying it? Okay.
There's nobody
There's
else
no one
here.
else here.
That's very odd.
Yeah, you guys look around, and the inn looks like not necessarily closing, but like there's a couple of like people sweeping up, putting chairs up. You feel
What
like
time is it?
it's only like 6:30 in the morning.
Oh.
Um,
Does Quibble have more pull than what we think?
I mean, Equibbled is. I don't think that's the. I don't think
See, like
that's
Narcushan
what's
like
going
gulps, like
on.
points over to like a sign, and you see there is a no loitering ordinance in effect, citywide
Ooh.
mandate.
Oh. We're not loitering, we're eating.
Exactly,
Makes
we are
sense to
paying
me.
customers, so
Yeah,
We
we're good.
didn't pay nothing.
well,
We didn't know.
somebody was a paying customer for us.
Well, yeah.
See, like Narcushan as well seems like they're afraid of people gathering here. That usually speaks more to the secrets they're keeping.
Eh. Yeah. She just like shoves some biscuit in her mouth.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Me and Q just shrug
Yeah,
and we're like,
pretty much.
whatever.
Yeah, she's probably eating very similar to Narcushan, just like raw.
Yeah. Narcushan looks to you as like,
Oh, man.
that is good. You will grow strong.
She is strong.
Stronger.
She is the strongest among us.
And the smallest.
Small but mighty.
Mhm.
The mighty Q. Okay.
I eat with dignity. I cut my stuff up and eat it properly so I don't choke. And
I
yeah,
don't need to breathe.
that's right. You don't.
Oh,
That's convenient.
Oh my gosh.
Convenient.
Shovel
You would just be like a national champion.
Breathing
for
is
food
for the
eating
weak.
contest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gosh, yes.
Q getting into some food eating contests is cheating.
Yes.
Right. You can probably beat characters like Goku.
Oh, she doesn't have to breathe. She just literally can just keep choking it down.
Yeah.
For now, we'll see.
Well, maybe.
But yeah, you guys enjoy a hearty breakfast after a very long day of battle yesterday.
I needed
and
that.
exploration.
I had some OJ.
After a bit, Narcushan downs what looks like a mug of ale first thing in the morning. All right.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Stands up, points to Peria. You said you're coming with me, correct?
Yes. Though we have a pit stop we need to make later in the day, but yes, I'm coming with you.
Very well.
We're gonna take
To
our
the
time.
Citadel, then.
You okay, Peria? You
Oh,
don't
God, we're
want
going
me
to the
to come with you?
Right away.
Well, I have to arrange passage back home, and that involves talking to the upper brass here.
That makes
If you'd
sense.
still like to accompany me, by all means.
Do you think
otherwise,
we could go after like 9? You know, I don't think the upper brass wakes up early, anyways.
why don't you meet me there?
Fine. But what are you gonna do till then?
I'm going to go there and talk to them.
But what if they're not? What if they're busy? The thing is, you know, it's early. Why don't we just take? You know, you just said this was extravagant. I think you haven't seen enough of outside of Bardes. Why don't we take a quick tour around the city?
She like crosses her arms. Are you trying to leash me?
Not leash you. I really just want to go with you, but I don't
Then
want to
come
go.
with me.
I don't want to go right now. Is the thing.
Oh my goodness.
That's all
Like
I'm
two
saying.
children.
Look, what's 3 hours? It's 2 hours because it's probably 7 o'clock now. What's 2 hours gonna do?
Are you alright, Peria?
I'm fine.
You don't seem
Fine.
fine.
I'll wait.
Great. We
Do
don't
we-
have to sit idly. We can go walk.
Ah, yes. I'd love to see the sights.
Yes.
Do we see Peria's like noticeable decay?
Oh
No.
my, no, probably not, because
No.
she's
'Cause
not. Well,
Depends on where the mark is, because I have I am
you
armored.
are fully clothed, and if you
Like,
don't
I have
have your
long
if you don't
sleeves.
have your aura out, then they would not
Absolutely
see
not.
it. No.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
All right. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't visible.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
As soon as your aura would be out, oh my god.
Oh
yes.
yeah, it'd be bad. It'd be like
It would be like almost pitch black at this point
Yep.
because you are murked, so it would
Yep.
be super dark.
even darker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You have convinced Narkashan to delay.
Fantastic. I just wanted to wait a few hours, just like
Yeah. You're gonna be
Sure.
walking at half speed to the church.
Exactly. It's gonna take me an hour to get there.
You're a little
So,
sluggish.
what is
Half-speed.
the rest of you? What are the rest of you guys doing since Narkashan and Peria are going to be going off?
I guess we're going to the Athenium, right?
Right? Okay.
Right, yeah.
He said he would send over a
so.
messenger in the morning, so
Right.
we don't need to really go see him. We can just go right there, to my understanding.
Yes, that seems to be what he was implying, is he'd send a missive over first thing in the morning and would be basically putting you guys forward on his behalf to talk to Inscriber Amoris.
Okay. Do we have all the money, Q?
Yes, I have all my
Have
money.
all the money.
Abosi
Okay.
has the bag as well with the.
I
party.
do have the bag.
Yes.
Avosi,
Smart man with smart bag.
Mm.
do you have any marks? Any
No.
Or
I
marks?
have augment, but I learned that it was,
the normal way.
well, yeah. Marks are kind of like super freaking rare. Like people who can inscribe are like really uncommon. I think there's
Right.
maybe like 3 I can think of off the top of my head, ever as far as I know. Not like ever across time, but like ever like across the world, like right now. Like I only know of like, I think someone in Calcifel can do it. Obviously there's somebody here. There is someone in Susail who can do it, but they're not a Cobalt, surprisingly. They're an Alabaster, which makes
Oh.
it tricky because they don't like to give people marks unless you have a good reason. Yeah, no, inscribing is like a really unique talent, and I'm very curious to meet someone who can do this. Like skipping all of the work of learning an art sounds amazing because it was a pain in the ass learning how to augment my magic with Aurora art. So yeah, no, I don't have a mark. I just did it the hard, annoying way. So I'm super okay with us taking the shortcut, though. No problem whatsoever.
At this point, yeah. Whatever
Alright.
gets results quicker.
Okay.
Zarkus, I used to know all of them, but I never actually naturally learned them. They kind of just existed there for me.
Yeah, I wish that was still around. It would be pretty great.
Yeah, well. All right.
Okay, well, who here knows how to get there?
I
Mira would, yeah. Okay, then I am following you.
Can't believe you lived here a lot of time.
I
Mm,
unfortunately
kind of.
I know the town rather well.
Okay.
I can see why you left. Can be with a man in the woods.
It wasn't all bad. Just
No quibble seems nice.
yes,
A little
Quibble
eccentric,
is-
but nice.
Yes. Alright. Let's go.
Okay.
It's a goal.
You guys exit
Mario.
the Twin Banner Inn into the bright morning sunlight, and the streets are a little active, but definitely, Mira, from the last time you were here, there's a subdued quality to the traffic of the city. Everyone's moving a little bit more orderly than they used to. There's a lot heavier guard presence than the last time you were here, and you were here during war last time as well.
Yeah.
But this is somehow worse.
might have something to do with hate. Anyways.
Chart your course through the town for me, just so I know, like, passing certain things and whatnot to mention.
You know, not going through the center of town as told.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys chart your way around the wheel, you reach the western spoke and travel along it. Takes about an hour of your morning, going kind of the long way around, walking the back streets of the circles of the wheel. Eventually reaching what looks like a massive library with a domed roof covered in reflective metallic tiles.
Ooh.
Um, there are a couple of statues out front that seem to feature Bartoon and Isorin on either side of the entryway. And there is a not as heavy guard presence as you might expect for like a government type building, but still a few guards patrolling out front. As you guys arrive, there is somebody standing there who looks like in kind of like a smart, like cut tunic, little bit of frills, cuffs, cufflinks. It's like, oh, hello. I believe you are the group Professor Ebblebottom mentioned.
That is correct.
We have received his missive this morning. We are most welcomed we're most esteemed to. I apologize. We are most delighted to welcome our esteemed guests of Professor Ebblebottom. I was told there would be 6 of you. Is there 2 more that may arrive as well?
They may be arriving later, yes.
I see. I have informed Inscriber Emoris that you are here on behalf of one of our most esteemed arcanists of the city, and she is willing to meet with you. Please note, while in the Athenium, do not touch anything, do not wander off, do not open any doors you are not meant to go into. Please wait for permission to go into any doors. If you find a locked door, immediately leave. And if you should desire to take any knowledge with you from this space, please ask for permission first.
Alright, so...
Bonded.
Alright.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, this way, please. And he begins to lead the 4 of you in. It's like Avosi's like, you know, when I heard it was like a storage of information kind of place, I thought it was going to be kind of cool. This is kind of awful. I kind of hate this.
Yeah, this place is kind of awful.
While they're going that way, Peria, what are you doing during the 3 hours you're waiting?
Well, so I gotta wait till 9,
Right.
right? All right, so it's say 7.
That's the recommendation, at least.
Right.
You can go, or they said it was 24/7, but like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm gonna play off the whole Gardesian noble thing. So.
Sure. Sure.
So I guess.
So
I'll hang out.
you and Narkashan are just kind of sitting at a table. She's just like drumming her
Just for a
fingers
little
on
bit.
the table.
Be like, so
So,
how? If let me just ask you a question. I'm curious.
I'm sure.
Stevadona is not a fan of magic. That's the consensus I've been getting.
It's more complicated than that.
How so? How is it more complicated than that? Is it that because she's, a dragon, that she doesn't want competition? Is that what it is?
She fears nothing.
Sure. But she's intelligent.
She knows not to trust mages.
Right,
I do not dare to understand the full scope of the Claim Chieftain's desires, but
But why do you have magic? Why are you
because
Narco
she gave
shot.
it to me.
dragon blessed? Why are you dragon blessed?
Your friend, the one who wears makeup,
Medea.
compared me to a slave.
Oh.
She's not far off.
Okay.
My mother was a slave,
I'm sorry.
born into service. Don't be.
Oh.
She was weak. She was born into service to some merchant, and she never fought for her freedom. She never fought to claim herself. I did. I entered into the arena, won my freedom in combat, and gained the favor of the Claim Chieftain. As a reward, I was granted her blessing. the gift of magic. I am no slave. I am a warrior, honored by the claimed chieftain. And I was assigned to the claim keeper, and yes, he was a monster. But he was allowed to be. In our society, strength is everything. If you want to stop him, become strong enough to do so. If you think your justice is better than his, prove it. It's simple. It's elegant. It's understandable. Here, I don't know anything anymore. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Actually, I know what a lot of things are wrong with these people.
There's no denying that. So,
As to your original question with her aversion to magic, I have a counter question. How are you so comfortable with everyone having magic? Is it not worse if all of your enemies have the ability to move at will throughout space and time, to summon walls of flame and to call down apocalypses upon you at will? Would it not be easier if all of your enemies did not have magic?
well, I mean, sure. Of
Precisely.
course it would be easier, but why do things the easier, weak way? When I can prove myself.
Now
as
you're
the
starting to
better
understand
mage.
a bit more. True, it would be better to prove your superiority over them, but that's the problem with casters. It's the problem with magic. And like she reaches over and picks up your arm and like drops it to the table. Weak have power. It upsets the natural order.
Oh, whoa. Let me see your muscles.
She pulls
Yeah, legit.
she pulls her robe down, and you see where human, like darkened, like tanned flesh meets to scales,
Oh my
and
god.
to the
for
point
real.
where the hands are semi-clawed, and she flexes, and there is like a ripple.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
all right.
I told
Were you
you.
born this way?
I earned this.
All right, well, there you go. So you two were weak before. And so you got strong until you had magic.
But the magic was given, not random.
Well,
It was given by a stronger person, by one who is right to rule by strength.
well,
You
so
just
my-
gained magic randomly.
You don't even know me, sister. Like, I have been given my magic many a times, but I have the strength to forge my own way.
That
My
may be true.
inherent abilities.
Freya saw something in you, from what I understand. And you've
Well,
been...
because I almost beat her in a sparring competition. When I was...
I will have to hear more about this sometime.
Yeah. Look. I'll buy you a drink sometime.
You can do so right now.
Well, I mean, it's really early. I mean, we have things to do.
What is it with you people in time?
Look, that's a fair question. One that I don't have a good answer to. Other than it just feels like there's an impending clock, timer, looming above my head at every moment.
And if I could interject, that is one of the wonderful things about Sivadona. She is eternal. Time, who cares?
I mean, yeah, sure. Look,
When you dedicate yourself to someone who is eternal, who has been here and will continue to be here for all of time, for ages beyond our understanding, there's a comfort in that. That strength, that stability.
I agree with you on that. I think that, Zivadona has the potential
Don't know.
to really be eternal. I think that she is so
Yes.
scary and so
She
powerful.
Yes, quite a bit.
So I do respect her.
Good. You should, especially if you're going to end up meeting her.
Oh no, that's a really fair point. All right, fine. One drink, and then we're on our way.
I'm beginning to like you more and more.
Yeah, well, I have that effect. People hate me when they first meet me. Then they maybe kind of like me, then they go back to hating me, and then I'm just like, meh. I have that awareness. I'll have that drink, please. We'll have a drink and then we'll be
So
off.
you guys, you have a drink with Narkashan. You guys spend
Yes.
time discussing the philosophy of, power and struggle and time and
I
what's
will
right and
embellish,
wrong.
and I shall
It's
embellish my sparring match with Freya.
She's amused, but there's a part of her that's definitely a little like, sure. But there's definitely
Sure.
some impressed. There's some impressed beyond it. Like,
It's only like level 3, guys, or 4.
so I will, for the sake of stream's sake, I'm gonna put Peria on the next map.
Oh yay, so I can see it.
So you can see it, but you will not be there, obviously.
No. That means I have to walk through the walls. I'm just kidding.
No.
Okay.
No. All right. As you guys are led into the Okaro Athenium, you guys are moved quickly at a brisk pace through some tight hallways. As you guys approach a large room, and you're the guide turns to the right, you see somebody pulls a curtain across the entryway, so you see as little as possible of what's in that room ahead, and kind of is guiding you on this very quick tour of seeing nothing as much as possible.
I'm gonna do perception checks.
Sure.
Yeah. When they whip it, I want to see what it was. It's only a 13.
You got a glimpse of a lot of books and a couple people standing around reading them, and then there was curtain across.
Great.
Why
are they so secretive of information? I don't get it.
But as you guys are led to the back, there's eventually a very large door that you guys are led through that is closed behind you into a hallway lined with a few guards.
All right.
And you guys are led up to, hold on, a doorway on the right.
Oh, I would have had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I would have had all my weapons and stuff. I would have had it in the bag.
Okay, sure. Yeah, good to know.
So they don't think I'm trying to attack them or something.
They don't seem to make notice of anyone else's weapons, like Q's sword or Mira's. But that's good to know. As you guys are led to the door, your guide stops and turns. Well, here we are. The inscriber is within. Let me just check and see if she's available. A moment. Kind of knocks on the door, nudges it open a bit. Madam Inscriber, please, your early morning guests are here on behalf of Professor Ebblebottom. Are you available? And she's like, oh, yes, please. Send them in. It'll be easier to get this over with. Understood. And the door swings open, and you guys are ushered in.
Okay.
Behind the desk of this very kind of tight room, it looks like something that was built for a different purpose and has been tried to repurpose into a warm office space. There are contrasting colors. There's an attempt at putting some form of drapery on the wall. There's bookshelves with various tomes, and a large desk haphazardly placed with a woman sitting behind it.
Oh, she's pretty.
Long silvery white hair that's constantly slowly flowing as if in a breeze, with pale ivory skin. Hello. I believe you are friends of the professor. My name is Emoris. I am the inscriber here at the Athenium. I was told you wished an audience with me.
That is correct. I am friends with Ebblebottom from back before the war. It has been a long time that I have known him.
Yes, you are Mira Varos. She goes through some papers, holds one up. 11 years of service, I believe. That's
Yes.
impressive.
That is correct.
I see. What can I do for you then?
Well, it is more what we were hoping you could do for us.
I see. I couldn't possibly imagine what you could be referring to.
I'm sure you tire from this request.
Oh, no, by no means. I live for the common folk, entreating me for powers beyond their mortal ken. Please. Go on.
But perhaps something else can be given other than mere gold. You seem to have an interest in arcane things.
I suppose you could put it that way, yes.
And I was trained by Sylban.
Yes, we have on file that you are a known associate of the exile of the Endfold Woods.
Why you make that sound so bad?
It does sound bad, sister.
It does sound bad.
It does sound bad.
So, I take it you are still in contact with this Sylvan?
I could be.
Interesting. What of your companions here? I believe one of them is your sister, Lowland Frontal Assault. Lowland Frontal Assault Team.
Yes, it is me.
That was also a prestigious name for many years. You had quite a reputation in the Lowlands. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's true.
And these two are. It's like stutters in cue a bit.
Amazing individuals.
Not a child.
She's not.
Understood.
Mhm.
Mostly. And I'm a Vosi. Right.
So, sister?
So what's your offer here? What's your pitch?
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean, you
kind
could-
of curious where you're going with this, Nira.
Yeah. I mean, you could just tell her that she's going to help us and we'll help save the world and everything, you know. It's pretty awesome.
No.
And then she'll get
No.
recognition for it forever and be in history books, you know. But, you know, that's
Aside
just what I would
from offering gold, what is it that you want? Because anybody can come in here and throw a bag of money on your desk and you can tell them no.
say.
And I
Probably
do.
doesn't want to do it.
This service is not one that I do for the coin. Trust me, there's far more lucrative ways to make money. This is a service I perform for this nation.
Hmm.
And especially during wartime, especially considering war with the Holy Land.
Hmm.
There are a few things that I want.
Okay.
Would you
Do you still have affiliation with the Aurora Guardians, Mira? So like pulls out like another paper, puts it on the table.
I do.
Quite an extensive time you've spent in the Holy Land. Is that not right?
That is correct. But this is my home.
How do you feel about your home?
That is a... I don't know. Honestly, things are a little weird around the town since I've been here last.
Let me just look something up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
More guards. Oh, and that's Peria.
She's not here.
I know, it's a
All
joke.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
There's Peria.
She begins to kind of like move through the room, like tracing her hand along the bookshelf, like, See. is interesting request. She moves to the door and kind of traces her hand across it, and you recognize the sound of an arcane lock. Well, I would love to hear out your request, but she traces her hand along the wall, and you see runes light up along the wall as she moves. But I'm afraid I don't think there's anything we can discuss without a little bit of privacy. And she finishes tracing along the wall, and runes all around the room light up and flare.
Oh,
Okay, what the hell did you just do?
what you do?
It just go. It's fine, I think.
My brother, Altan, is currently embroiled in a bit of a political, how do I put it, kerfuffle. He is an activist against Governor Faustus Dellin in Valertane. He is trying to prevent what the governor is doing there, some form of mass, I don't know what to call it, defoliation of the city. It's something ridiculous. My brother is an idiot, and he is going to get himself killed if he is not brought back.
How do I spell his
Unfortunately.
name?
Who, what?
How do I
Which
spell
one?
his name?
Altan. Altan.
Okay. That's
Altan.
easier than I... Okay, yep.
Altan is leader of the... not leader, I suppose. He's calling himself the leader of the Conservatory of Valertane. Their job is maintaining the records and the samples of various diverse fauna and flora in the lowlands region. Similar to our duty here at the Athenium, but a bit more charitable. He's always had a good heart, but a soft head. And he has gotten himself involved in dire affairs, and I have gone to the president pleading for assistance in this matter, and been told that, quite bluntly, anyone who dares defy the will of Dane is beyond hope.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I said. I don't really know what's going on lately since the war began, but things have been getting dark around here.
Looks like it.
And I currently have standing in my room 4 potential fugitives. Citizens of foreign nations with what was, I believe, Gardesian IDs for you 3. You're not Gardesian. I know Gardesians. And a known affiliate of the Holy Land with known ties to an exile, the kingdom. Honestly, I am talking to 4 people that could very easily end up behind bars, which is exactly why I think you're the perfect people to ask for this. I would like you to go to Valertane, find my idiot brother, and get him to come home to drop this ridiculous crusade against the governor. I'm not asking you to kidnap him or anything. He'd just go back on his own. I need him convinced that his problems there are over. And if I have to say this any more plainly, she looks at the runes, and they're kind of fading and flaring, and she kind of looks to the door, and you can tell she's kind of on a time crunch for something. If necessary, help him bring down the governor. I don't care. I just need my brother back here and safe before something happens.
All right.
And I will give you each a mark, free of charge.
As well as not turn us in benevolent.
That kind of goes without saying, doesn't it?
It does. I think that is more than hospitable of you.
I agree. These runes are about to fade in about 10 seconds here, so if there's anything else you need to say that can't be heard beyond the walls, do it.
So, okay, so we need to go get them Valartane. What town? What city was it? I didn't catch that.
Valartane.
Oh,
Valartana.
Valartana.
The city of Valartana. It's
Yeah.
the hometown of the Valartane family
Where
until
Finn's from.
the family is, now no more.
Yeah.
Great. So
Medea can give me a history check with advantage if you'd like.
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
you were
I
down
visited there. I was there all the
Oh, yeah.
time, baby. All right. What is it? History?
History with advantage.
All right. Well, my history's kind of
17.
shit, but I know something.
Medea, yeah, you spent a lot of time, and you can feel like Amoris specifically targeted you with the whole Lowlands thing, because now we have the perfect, you've been there,
Oh, yeah.
Mira's kind of like a vigilante sort of situation here. She's talking to a room of people that are either criminals or very much associated with what she's talking about.
Mm.
Medea, you know that Valartana was a heavily Calciphilian loyalist city even after it became Dane, and there's always been a lot of problems there. There's always been a lot of conflict there. The city was run by Duchess Rysana Valartane, who Peria has met on the train at the beginning of the campaign before she
Mhm.
died.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who this Governor Faustus Dellin really is necessarily, but it sounds like a new official has been put in charge of the city with Rysana's passing. She mentioned some mass defoliation. You know that the city is known by the name the Blooming City, Valartana, the Blooming City, specifically because it is covered in an overgrowth of wildflowers, vines, and trees. And it sounds like, based on what she has described, this governor is trying to remove all of that for some reason.
Okay. He hates trees. He hates flora and fauna. That place.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What a bitch. No, I don't have anything else. Cool. Go to.
I don't have anything else either.
Great. And she snaps her fingers, and the runes disappear, and the door unlocks. I am so sorry I could not honor your request today. Unfortunately, the public are not really the purview of the governance here to hand out marks. It's a bit too dangerous to have on the streets, but if you put in a formal application at the Citadel, perhaps in 5 to 6 months, we can see about moving you forward for a government public position. And then once you've been employed for at least 3 years, we can see about getting you your marks, okay? I am so sorry I couldn't help more,
Thank
but
you
please
for your
give,
time anyway.
of course, give Professor Ebblebottom my best.
Of course.
I'm just I just go like this and I walk out.
It was a pleasure talking with you.
Likewise.
Great.
All right.
Okay. And I'll move y'all out. And as you guys leave, you see the attendant is there. Well, I hope it was a fruitful conversation. This way, please. And
They're all smug and shit. They're like, we knew this. They were gonna fail.
Yeah, as soon as you step out, there's this appearance of oh, did you not get your marks?
Yeah. I clench. I'm
Yeah.
oh.
All right. You guys are led out of the Athenium. We're gonna double back over to Peria and Narkashan now, having
A morning drink.
Yeah.
One.
One that ends up to be
just
10.
one.
No, it's gonna end up being half of one. Perry knows her tolerance.
I feel like your tolerance is even lower with
Exactly.
all that decay.
Yeah.
So tell me,
Yeah.
why do you want to accompany me so badly?
I really don't trust you. I mean, that's the
Fair.
root of it.
That's
So
smart. That's wise.
That's yeah. I trust you enough, I guess, to tell you I don't trust you. Which
I
is,
understand.
well, I don't think you trust us much.
I don't trust much in general, but one thing I do trust is power. And your group did. I mean, I'll be honest. We tried everything, our damnedest, to kill you all back there.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
I've never seen a claimkeeper so thoroughly beaten, in that the only time he was wounded was the time he was murdered.
Well,
That's
efficient.
quite, especially considering the last time we fought wasn't quite the same. Then again, I was on my ass for most of the fight.
Yeah, sorry,
No,
but
no,
not
don't.
really.
don't
I
be.
guess. Okay, yeah, that.
There's no
I did
reason
lie
to be.
you. I mean, I guess to be fair, I identified you as the biggest threat besides, well, Bex.
The strong never have to lie. Don't worry.
Honey, I know.
Honey. God, I love Perry so much.
Not that it matters anymore, since the Orion's Hunters is done. Do you know what happened to the Wayward Dragon?
I'd rather not say, one way or the other.
Fair. That matter always seemed confusing to me, anyways. According to reports, the Claim Chieftain had her right where she wanted her in Kaitark, and let her go. Never understand that.
Family.
I suppose. Well, we should probably get going.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a while. I did not sleep well in those beds. Oof.
And she just makes no comment and
Yep.
heads out.
Yep.
You
Trying to sleep
guys.
on the bed.
What chart you guys?
I would have
you,
asked my new favorite innkeeper family, apparently,
Sure.
the best directions to get to the.
From the town square, take the northeastern spoke. Yeah, they'll kind of point you.
Okay.
They'll draw you a quick little map on like a piece of paper and give you that.
So kind. I love it here. I would stay here every time if I came to
They
visit.
both burst into tears.
Oh,
So
God.
sweet.
Oh,
Dig
Maybe
yourself
we
a
can
hole,
become-
Perry.
pen pals or something. I don't know.
Pen pal.
Thank you. You're so kind.
guys-
I don't even know your names, but I won't ask because I don't know if Michael created them or not.
He didn't. It's fine.
Okay, moving on.
But yeah, as you leave town, walking through town square to the directions they gave, you do catch a glimpse of a few of the things that that Applebottom mentioned. You do see a few people gathered around, wearing like kind of like clergymen, like monk almost like robes, standing at the town square crying, "It is time, my brothers! It is time, my sisters! Let loose the shackles of morality! You don't have to care anymore! War is upon us, and it is a glorious day, for we can finally embrace what we have been holding back for years! Join us! Join us in love, in prosperity, in animosity!" And they are professing to a group of people who most people just kind of go and walk away. There, one or two people seem kind of like into it and are kind of just watching, and it seems to gather a small following at this time of day. But for the most part, like it's the loudest thing in town square, and you notice the guards just don't seem to care. None of them seemed bothered by it.
If everybody had phones.
Yeah, basically.
Just read the TikToks.
Look at these idiots.
Then you got that one person. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. So like as you were passing by, Narkashan kind of like glances their way and like kind of chuckles. No matter where you go, those kinds of feelings will always be there. Some people just love war. What can I say? It lets you stop pretending.
What are your thoughts on the war?
Confusing. I've often wondered why the claimed chieftain did not just take the world. Then she chooses to start a war over what seemed to be nothing. It has her whims, of course, but
Sure.
I don't really know what the purpose of this war is. It's not Dominion. She wouldn't ally with the Dane for Dominion. I don't really know.
Maybe it's like a test or something. She's just feeling out who the strong are.
Perhaps. I will say Dane is the closest thing to Bardest I've seen in this world. They are a step away. I think if they were given a gentle push in the right direction, they'd understand us a bit better.
Interesting.
So, feeling a little religious this morning? Like as you're like walking to the church?
A little bit. I'm always curious to see the different. Well, I mean, ironically, this is kind of where I met Freya the first time. It's a church like thing. It's more of a museum, but it's churchy.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Freya always had eclectic interests. She was a collector, from what I understood.
Yeah, I got that vibe. Got that vibe pretty well.
How did she
Yeah.
fall, if I might ask?
Well, let me ask you. What do you know of the Merc?
Oh, the rampant disease spreading through parts of the world, kills with a touch, turns your skin black as coal. That's I've heard horror stories. Never seen it myself, though.
I hope you don't.
Are you suggesting that Claimkeeper Freya succumbed to this disease?
Yeah.
That's disappointing. She kind of like goes silent for like the rest of the walk.
I would incite it, but I feel like I'm gonna roll dog poop with disadvantage, so I'm good.
You can use whatever like your own insight is as well.
Yeah.
Like you can discern what you would like. Say about the time you guys arrive at the church, the party has exited the Athenium. The guide is like, well, thank you so much for coming, and please do give our best to the good professor, and please apologize for him on our behalf for the inability to help you further.
Oh, it is no problem.
Take care, and he just turns and walks back
Yep.
Okay,
inside.
now bye-bye then.
You too. Oh my god, that place.
I wanted to
Fucking
punch
hate
them
those
so
people.
bad. I wanted to punch them. when we get further away, I'm like, I just.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I
Definitely.
guess we need to kill some time. I guess. Oh, we do have the money. We could go shopping.
Who has money?
No.
Why
Avosi.
not?
Put my arm around him.
Yeah.
No.
Vosi looks to you and goes, oh, you don't need to convince me. We're going shopping.
I knew I liked you for a reason.
I don't know why Peria gave me this terrible idea.
I think it was a great idea. Let's go have a look around.
Yeah, sounds good.
Just say that for important stuff.
It
Well,
is important.
Well,
Well, think about it this way, Q. We just got we just negotiated an incredible bargain. Tens of thousands of gold worth of marks for free as soon as we do a favor. But so now we can just use the money we were going to spend on marks on other cool shit.
Or we
You
could use that
see,
money to buy
I-
more marks.
Things that could help us.
She didn't say she was going to give us more.
No.
She said one each. I don't know if there's wiggle
For
room in
free.
that.
Yes. But then we can maybe see if she's willing to do for the price.
But
And
you
maybe we
see,
should have brought that up when we were in the room negotiating. I think she's just going to do the one.
well, Q, if she had to tell us that so secretly, then she probably is gonna have to sneak away to even give them to us. Or do that again, and she'll have to be like, shit, quickly!
And
I'm saying-
exactly what do you
No.
think you're going to find to buy here that's important?
I don't know.
cool shit.
That is why we need to look around.
That's why we're looking around.
We don't
If
know
we don't find
until we
cool
look.
shit,
Oh yeah,
We
because I'm
won't
sure
buy
they're going
the
to be
cool
selling
shit.
anything that's going to
You
be
know,
remotely useful to
we
us.
could even get a present for Paria. She would be so happy with that.
or your mom. You haven't seen her in a while.
I
Care package.
talked to her last night.
Yes,
Oh,
but you haven't seen her in a while.
It was like, what, 5 days?
3 days.
3 days,
Like
5
3
days. It feels like it has
Who
been
could
weeks
tell?
at this point.
Mhm.
Y'all are just frivolous, you know that?
No, we're not.
Q,
I still have
Q.
money in my bag. My sister does not.
I have a few hundred in my coin purse.
All right, well, let's go.
But let's go.
It's not right.
I am just going to start walking. Sister, where's the best place to go get
Mike,
stuff?
Yes.
what? And I'll give you a history check. What does Mira know about the Artisans Guild?
The Artisans Guild. Give me a history check. Mira knows that if you want anything beyond what the common fare get, you go to the Artisans Guild. Custom built, custom made. It is the premium for equipment, for weapons, for armor, for even just like basically like furniture, wagons. Much like the Rapthorn Academy is like it teaches general educational and arcane arithmetic stuff. The Danic Artisans Guild is basically a trade school for people who just want to go into smithing, forging, crafting, carpentry, masonry. They do commissions as well there.
Come on, Avosi, let's go to the good part of Shopping Town.
I like the way you
lead
think.
him up towards the Artisans
Follow.
Guild, as I am a bad influence.
And he's a worse one.
Great.
I take my stuff out
Oh,
of my.
go. I'm going to go meet up with Paria.
Okay, just take the back ways.
Okay, I don't think you knew where she's going though.
They said the church.
I don't think they said.
She didn't say.
Because Paria has all the decay secretly. You don't know that she needs to go to the church.
No, Narkishan said they had to go to the church.
No, she didn't.
No.
Narkishan doesn't have to go to the church.
Uh,
Narkishan's only going with Paria because Paria's like, we have to make a pit stop. And it's like, okay.
so
You
I
don't-
could just... Again, the Sundays. Now again, the Sundays said the Pisine.
Oh.
What does Q do? Okay.
Q's like,
begrudgingly, that's okay.
don't know where she went, so I guess I'll go with you guys,
Yeah.
but I won't like it.
As far as the party is aware, Narkishan and Paria are currently negotiating a boat.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys begin walking that way. We'll move back over to Paria. Upon arriving at the New Chiton Church, it's a lot smaller than you would expect from like the only major church in town, but it's still a fairly modest building. It's not a massive cathedral, but there is a bit of a line formed outside.
Damn it, I knew I should have done it earlier.
And you do see there are people kind of waiting for purification services at this time.
Okay. How long is the line?
You look like you could be waiting here about an hour.
Ugh. Look at that.
What kind of type of people? Is it like commoners, soldiers?
No soldiers. Like you see guards coming and going freely, but like all like the merchants and bakers and tailors and everything are just waiting in line. Nerkashan looks to you and goes, "So we're going in, or
Yeah, we're getting in line.
why are we getting in line?"
Because if there's a line, you got to get in the line. If you just see a line, you should get in the line to see what the line's for.
That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Are you a sheep?
No, I wasn't. I was just trying to make a joke, Narkashan. You know,
Oh,
like.
I
seeing
apologize.
where
We don't
your
do jokes
joke-
like that in Bardast, really.
That's fair. What is your what's your version of a joke?
More like physical humor.
Oh, okay.
Slapstick.
Well, here, why don't we just go and just go inside and then see if we can just cut this line.
She kind of
I don't
Cut
really
this
want to cut the line, but I just really want to see if there's another way. You get it?
she appraises you. Is like, so, pardon me.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
How much decay do you have?
I'm feeling pretty bad. Oh.
Come over here. She pulls you aside, off to this, like away from the line, behind like a bush, and a violet aura manifests.
Violet.
And you see she moves her hands over you, and a white light begins to emit from her palm as she uses Aurora light. She begins to work your decay out.
Good save, Becky.
Why do you think
what do you
that
mean?
I was assigned with the claim keeper?
No, honestly, I thought it was for a multitude of reasons.
It is, but this is one of them.
That makes sense. Honestly, I thought you were there to balance out his stupidity and warmongering.
That was an unspoken reason that I was there.
Yeah. Also, I mean, everybody needs a mage in the group. I mean, honestly.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with my claim chieftain's views on magic, but I also do think that there is a place for it. If it's controlled. How did this happen? Like she's like now like realizing how much you have. It's like, you were not this weak yesterday.
Like I said, Merc is a scary thing.
You have the Merc.
Oops.
No.
May I see it?
Okay. Well, I'll look around, make sure there's no like.
She's pulled you off to the side, like
Off to
away
the
from the
side,
prying
side.
eye. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sure.
In a bush.
I'll
Yeah.
go ahead.
Like behind some bushes. Fascinating. It's more mundane than I expected, to be entirely honest.
It has a kick, though. Let me tell you.
How did you get it, if I might ask?
Well,
Continues like purifying.
well, Narkashan, you know what? Well, I guess I kind of. All right. Well, honestly, it was. Do you remember the explosion of the train?
Yes, there was something about some vehicle that was between here and Calcifel. Oh my gosh, that must have been 7-8 months now.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't there. No, it was. I ran into these awful creatures that carry the Merc carriers. Before we duked it out with you guys again.
See, like she keeps kind of like glancing at your Merc, like the aura. Does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
Not at the beginning stages.
Okay. Right now it's fine, but it'll get worse.
Interesting. So you've had it for months now? I have been told that very few survive it longer than a few days to weeks at most.
No, actually, I got it yesterday.
Oh.
It's not even a lie.
No, it ain't. It ain't even a lie.
You have a very interesting story, I'm sure.
As do you.
Well,
Giants.
I'm just about done here. She finishes up and she heals 30 of your decay.
Thank you. Down to 16.
Damn.
Man, I'm still worse off than yesterday.
I apologize, I cannot do any more today. That is my extent, even with this art.
Well, I do appreciate it. Well, that saved us some time in that pit stop.
If you had just told me from the beginning what we were doing, we could have saved so much time.
Sure, but then we wouldn't have gotten to know each other as well.
Oh, is that your plan after all?
We're gonna be traveling together, I have a feeling, for a decent amount of time.
If we are to go to Bardust, absolutely.
Well, there you go. So, I feel like best to understand one another a little bit better. See if it's tolerable before spending I don't know how long on a boat.
I believe,
Much smaller.
from what I can tell so far, it will be tolerable.
I think so too.
Shall we go and actually do what we're supposed to be doing now?
In a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Seeming on myself since
Okay.
everyone else is gone. And I'm going to change my attire to be similar in what I remember of Gardesian, like, rich people wearing.
Okay. Yes, high fashion stuff.
Yes. I still am. I'll keep it like armored chic, I guess. It's the
Sure.
vibe I'm
I
gonna
get
go
ya.
for to help sell the thing that I've been traveling through. Dane.
Lightly armored, but it's
Yes.
part of the fashion rather than like
Right.
adjacent to it. I get you. Like
Yes.
I like that look. I like that idea. Okay.
Yeah.
She looks you over. Okay.
We're gonna be meeting some important people. Gotta look the part.
Yes, so before we get to the Citadel, I suppose I should give you the rundown. My plan is to be forthright, as I said. The strong do not need to lie. I will tell them that you have felled the Claimkeeper, and as per the sacred law of Bardust, you have the right to appear before Claim Chieftain. And I am invoking on his behalf the Claimkeeper's pact. He should be, if I'm not mistaken, allowed to come and go freely as long as he does not return to Bardust. That is the terms of his banishment. But since he's dead, it won't really matter here. And you have the right to return, so all we have to do is negotiate for the boat, and from there, we'll sail.
All right. I'll let you do most of the talking then.
Probably wise. Okay. Meanwhile, you guys have arrived at the Danic Artisans Guild. It's near to the Citadel where Peria and Nerkishan are about to go. Massive parapets and walls and towers kind of dwarf this otherwise rather ornately, like brass ornamented stout building with plumes of smoke going into the air from multiple forges and foundries throughout the entire building, almost as like a yield factory. And as you guys go in, there is the sound of hammering steel, saws, tinkering, all sorts of sounds assault you upon entering. And there is a flurry of activity as there are what look to be like shop fronts with behind them several people working forges and mills. It
Hmm.
almost looks like I almost want to say like a convention hall with people setting up stalls for their crafts. People hawking different wares, people trying to sell different artisan goods to passersby. It's kind of like a flea market, is the best way I could put it.
Okay.
The central area. And as you walk in, you see a number of various different available stalls and kiosks and such. What are you guys trying to find here at the Artisans Guild? Okay, Mira.
Alright, Mira.
Why do I even ask? Let me do a quick check. I don't even know why I thought.
don't know either.
Hey, guys, do any of you have an earrings to Peria?
It should be in the
I believe
So Vosi and Mira.
yeah. Vosi
Yeah.
and Mira have the
Okay.
Limpsperia.
Just a thought. Maybe we should inform her of the thing we have to do before they turn her a boat.
We can figure that out later. Right now,
If
Right
they
now,
turn her the boat,
what is that over there? Just kind of wander off.
Cute.
Wait.
Narcushan said it would take a few days.
yeah, but we don't know how long it takes to get where it is with you, and how long it'll take to do it with the
Oh,
town.
actually, Medea can tell you probably.
Sister.
What, you've been down there
Yeah.
with your Lowland frontal assault team?
Yeah. Very long time.
Oh, yes.
Changed a lot since then.
I am sure it has.
Chris, roll me a D100.
Oh, great.
Woo!
Alright.
D100. You go, baby.
I don't know if that's good or really bad.
Really bad. They got nothing.
Okay.
It's either really good or really bad.
You got nothing.
Or maybe it's just a range.
Just look up.
That's a divine intervention.
Well, yeah, it's a divine intervention if you look at it that way.
Ooh.
Roll me a D4.
Sure. 2.
2. You find 2 runic arrows for sale.
Oh, I do have...
You already have a few of those.
Yes, those are the ones that are good for breaking concentration.
Yes, they are.
How many do I currently have? I currently have 3.
No, they don't have that one. No, that's way too much.
Fix that. I can delete the holy water off of those because that doesn't matter at this point. I haven't really needed to use them. I've been holding on to these for so long. How much are they?
Let me take a quick gander.
Because I have 3 and haven't needed to use them. So if they're super pricey,
They are extremely pricey.
as crazy as it sounds, I might pass.
What?
I know. I know.
Yeah, each arrow is going to run you about 4,000 gold.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They're rare. They're like each one is a rare item.
Only because I haven't used any yet.
You're going to pass.
I think I'm gonna pass.
That's fair. That's fair.
Aside from arrows,
There is what else are you kind of like trying to?
so I'm still trying to keep an eye out for different armors. Because like I
Okay.
have mine, which is just like a +1.
Okay,
But-
give
Yeah.
me a another D100.
Okay. Arrow. 65.
65. Okay. Um. There is what looks to
No
be
bikini
a
armor.
glove on sale
Hmm.
with the pattern of a shield on the back of the hand. It's marked as Glove of the Aegis.
Mm.
There is... Let's see.
This is on my want list. This is on my want list.
Is it?
This is on my want list.
Oh,
This is
shit.
on my character sheet want list, Michael.
Oh my god. Okay.
She want it. She get it.
Let's see.
She what? She bought it. Yeah, those are pretty cool.
As far as armor goes... 65. Yeah, that's about the only like really special thing that you could wear, especially.
I believe
that you
this
find.
is the one that.
The Glove of the Aegis will run you 5,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm just confirming this is what I'm thinking it is. One. Bonus action. Oh, okay. This is different than what I was thinking. Okay. I was thinking of... Or wait, no. That's Aegis of Radiance. I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Hmm.
You said it's called...
Glove of the Aegis.
Glove. I typed in
Aegis.
the wrong thing.
These are some pricey things, but you guys are in the place for pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. That is the picture I was thinking of. Yes.
Okay.
Let me see.
Anyone else looking for anything in specific?
You said they have like magical items and stuff, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's just good to have some like normal stuff.
Sure.
It's uncommon. It's called restorative ointment.
That is more like something you go to an apothecary for.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Jeez, we're here and now we don't even know what we want. Oh.
Although this was on my to want list before attunement was.
Yeah.
That is a thing. Attunement is a problem.
Yeah, before I
Yeah.
had. Before I had the dimensional quiver, and I had
probably
more
just
wiggle
gonna-
room.
I'm probably just gonna ask about upping my +1 armor, but that'll probably take a few days.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long that would
Yeah,
take.
and unfortunately, it would take time.
Out of 11, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd like to more so look at as cool as that is, and as much as I want it, with having the dimensional. Like before, I would have gotten rid of the other thing, but now that I have the quiver, that's tough for me.
I get you.
Just looking at like armor, just like armor.
Okay.
Because what is... I forget what the windswept wyvern plate, I believe, is half plate?
Yeah, I think it's half plate.
Yeah. I have full plate.
Would like to get basically half plate +2. It could be special, but half plate +2 is generally what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Because I doubt I'm going to be able to afford +3. Well, first off, I know I don't have the money. I'm going to be looking to Avosi, but the party fund is not going to be able to afford a +3.
No.
+2 armor is roughly 6,000 gold.
Okay.
And then a
Oh,
+3, you would be looking at 30,000.
Yeah, no. Who? No.
You could get a set of half plate +2 for about 6,000.
And what if I do a trade. How much can I trade mine in? for?
Trade for the Wyvern Swept.
Yeah, because the Wyvern Swept is a special ability and
Yeah,
it's
it
a
sure is.
+1.
Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Sure. Advantage. Persuasion. Because I don't use the ability of it anymore, so persuasion. Aha, there's the 12.
That's
12? Considering like resale value and the war effort, it's a pretty good item to trade, if anything, especially considering it's kind of a 1-to-1 situation. Women's overplayed.
It's the
Half
hold
play at
breath. You
+1.
don't
Yep.
take disadvantage on stealth.
With trade of your current windswept wyvern plate, which is a rare armor,
Mhm.
they can't. Not with that persuasion, they can't do straight for free, but they'll knock it down to 1,000 gold.
What does that do anyway?
The windswept wyvern plate.
Yeah, let me
You
look
hold
at
your breath and negates stealth checks.
it. Oh, okay.
Basically,
Nice.
disadvantage. Additionally, while holding your breath, you can cast Featherfall on yourself.
Hmm.
So you just like float to the ground.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know about
it
that.
requires attunement like
Attunement.
everything, and attunement is a premium, whereas we're allowed to wear like plus number stuff, and it's like that's not attunement because you're just wearing the armor.
Whatever you want to do. I think it looks good on you, but you know.
I mean, I like it, but I don't really use the specialness of it. I look to Avosi, who has the coin purse.
He just hands you the money.
Great. Yeah, I think I would like to do that.
Okay. So I will remove the windswept wyvern plate and
I'll just
make sure to
add
mark minus
half.
1,000 gold
half plate
from the
plus
Peria bag has minus 1,000 gold.
Do you want me to do that?
Sure.
Okay. I shall do it.
But tut, I'm gonna be looking for whetstones.
They would just be normal whetstones.
Okay.
Avosi's the one who patented the dragon's whetstone. That's pure him.
We love you. We love you. We love you.
You mean Farius, right?
No.
Or not
No,
Farius.
Avosi.
Oh.
No, sorry, Avosi. Avery.
Avery.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A name.
It was
A
Avery.
wizard.
Brain.
It was somebody. If someone had an A in the
An
name.
AV. Avosi and Avery.
AV.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the AV club.
AV.
Yeah.
I like Vlad in chat. Best I can do is 100 gold in like the Pawn Stars voice.
Best I can do it.
That's basically what's happening here. Welcome to the shopping segment of this thrilling session.
Yes. I love that. Yeah, I mean
great.
that's great. That's +1 more AC to me. I'm not
Yeah,
using the
that does
special
not
ability,
hurt
so
for-
that's that's great. I love this. Now, Avosi, what about you?
Does the DM treat himself?
Do it. Do it.
He
Give me
is.
Doesn't he
I
leave
don't
a
really.
bag
Does
of
he have
gold?
all of his attunement slots taken?
He does. He does. So it would have to be either something that would replace an attunement, or
Gross.
Or
Maybe another hush string.
I was thinking of something not. Yeah, I'm thinking of something not attunement, such as a spell scroll, which is not necessarily going to be the Artisans Guild. The problem.
So he can inscribe it into his book if he buys it.
Right, but they're not really at this place.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. Spend money freely.
Q, give me a perception check for what you're looking for.
I don't really have anything I'm thinking of for me. I want better armor, but I can't pay that price.
Oh,
So
I do know something really unique. Chris knows something
14?
unique he wants that I've seen in the Griffin's saddlebag.
queue, you do find something of very similar make, but different, obviously. And I think looking at it now, you get a context for what the value of it was at the time. The price tag is 15,000.
Holy shit! Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
How do I expect to ever sell something like that to a common person?
They don't. You're not in the common part of the city.
Fair.
yeah. Chris knows something he wants that's not attunement. But I don't think that Mira would have no idea.
Yeah,
the
I
thing
don't-
probably exists.
I don't typically. Oh my, 95.
Oh my.
I don't typically encourage players shop around for ideal items because
Yeah.
the chances of it just kind of being there,
Yeah.
But if there is something you think Mira would be aware of,
I don't think
that
she'd
should
be aware
looking
of.
for.
No, it might not even fit in your world. I don't know if you've seen the new Ouroboros ring.
Yes,
It's
I have.
so cool.
It is very, very cool. It is very cool. It's one of the items I
But
actually have
there's no way.
aside.
The murderous arrow is weird.
Yep, I've seen that too. I have that also off to the side. I have a lot of things off to the side.
I don't. Not that I can think of. Because I'm
Okay.
fairly stocked on.
Well, Vosi rolled a 95 on his Z100.
Oh gosh.
So.
I want a feather token. I want small shit.
How much is this? Okay.
What is he looking to get himself?
Something real nice.
Something
Real
luxury.
nice. Yeah, he's smiling real nice.
Avosi has good taste.
He usually does.
I'm just checking some pricing real quick.
Mhm. How much of the party fund is the NPC gonna spend?
I feel a little bit dirty doing it, but they're lined up for it.
If it helps us
It
in
benefits
battle,
the
and
party.
if
Well,
it better,
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Avosi, I'll just tell you this: he's a bit of a shopaholic. It's how he. I literally he wasted his dragon's hoard portion in like a month. Like, not even. That was like part of the thing, but doesn't necessarily have to be for him.
That's
He
true.
just likes the thrill of
The
buying
thrill of
something.
buying
big.
something. Yeah. Absolutely. Very rare. Nope, that ain't something I can get. I'm just looking up stuff. Boy, howdy.
That's a.
What?
I have something I want to do first.
Okay, what's up?
Before I try and sell it. I'd like to cast Identify on one of the feathers I got.
Sure.
No, don't you sell that. I will kill you.
And see what magical properties the feather holds.
Let me just look up the spell Identify real quick.
Yeah. I can just post it there.
Or some other magic imbued object. You learn its properties and how to use them. Whether it's okay. Okay. So, answers a question that the party had about what Ilarin is. This is a Greater Simurg feather.
Greater Simurg feather.
Put it in the monsters.
Yes.
He's no monster. He's an NPC.
Meow. Sure. 1 sec. Greater Simurg.
Monsters.
The feather has no innate property to like cast a spell or do a thing, but is imbued with very powerful restorative magic that if brewed into a potion or like fletched onto an arrow or woven into armor can imbue incredible. It's kind of like, remember the flail snail shell? It by
Yeah.
itself did not have magic, but made incredibly powerful magical items. This is the same thing. If used by like a master smith or fletcher or tailor, could create something very, very powerful over a period of time, obviously.
I'm a Fletcher.
You are. You could try to create an arrow using this. Granted, it would just be the fletching on the arrow, wouldn't be the whole thing, but it would probably imbue something into it. But you only have what, 5 these feathers?
4.
4.
I rolled.
So-
I rolled to see how many I took.
Okay.
To be fair.
Just plucked a little bald spot. No.
Yeah, I didn't want to go like. like.
Yeah, that'd be rude. Just be rude.
A little.
Yeah, I just at the time I just rolled a d6 to be fair.
Sure.
I'd like to try and sell one of these to see what they would offer me for it.
Okay. What kind of a shop do you approach for this?
I guess I would look for an alchemist would make the most sense with the knowledge I just gained.
They're not really alchemists here necessarily.
Okay.
This is like a manufacturing, like crafting. Obviously, alchemy is a type of crafting. But that's more. There's not like chemicals and potions here.
Okay.
There's
You should've-
fabricated items. There's
Then-
You
weapons and
approached the
armor.
place that had the arrows.
Yeah, either yeah.
There would probably be a place that might have some arrows. Yeah. Like,
Either the
Yeah.
arrow, I guess, the arrow people.
The
That
place
makes
that had the
the most
arrows.
sense for
Okay.
Mira.
all right. Approaching them, how do you go about offering this?
Excuse me. I have
Uh-huh.
a feather from a rare creature I would like to get a price for today.
Is this for fletching purposes or just appraisal?
Possibly for selling. Depends on how much it is worth. It is from a greater Simurg.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay.
And he okay, let me see it.
I'll hand over one.
The feathers, by the way, are like
Yeah.
3 or 4 foot long plumes, like
True.
huge feathers. Oh, hello. That's new. Takes it delicately. Kind of like runs his hands along. This is unique. Something I've never seen. Excuse me a moment. And he like sets it down. He doesn't take it out of your line of sight. He's very like specific. Like, you feel like there's a lot of unspoken rule here. He's not going to try to like cheat you or anything. He just puts it down on the table, goes back, grabs a few tools, comes over, begins like adjusting like glasses and lenses, and he spends a few minutes looking this thing over. Well, I will say I don't know what a greater Simurg is, but this is very valuable. Very, very valuable. To the right buyer. Someone who doesn't know what they're doing won't probably look at this anything other than fashion. I don't have the skill to fletch something of meaning with this. This would be beyond me. But if you found someone with arcane knowledge, something with particular arcane knowledge, I think they could do something amazing with this. I would be willing to buy one just out of a curiosity factor. I do feel like the sensible and honorable thing to do is for you to get this appraised officially by someone with more expertise than I. I would take this over to the academy when you get a chance and getting an arcanist's opinion on this, and I will happily buy one of them off of you.
Oh, okay. Perhaps I can talk to Quibble. He might know something.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah.
So, what?
You just like name dropped one of the headmasters. So that's he recommends you get like an official
Okay.
appraisal done by an arcanist, and then he will be interested. Avosi spends 9,000 of the gold
Oh, damn. You
and
like
buys a rare abjurer's bangle.
Oh.
Those are nice. Those are good. Those are good. Yes.
I
Mm.
don't remember what that does.
Oh, that's
He now has 75 more hit points, basically.
Oh!
But it doesn't. It's not recoverable. It's like once it's
A
gone,
one
it's
use.
gone.
It's a temporary
Yeah.
pool of hit points.
Yeah.
That you just I don't think
It's not
it
attunement.
it's not attuned.
It's not
Yeah.
attunement. You can just slap it on someone and they get it.
Yeah.
Damn.
It just
So
costs your
he's-
reaction.
He's gonna put it in the Imperia's bag of holding as a party item.
Okay.
So- It's not just for him. He's already got his own ward, not nearly that good. But he bought this and it's for the party use. Anyone can just grab and slap it on for 75 hit point shield, basically.
Oh my god.
It's so nice. It's
But that did take half of the money in Imperia's bag, just about.
well, between that and the 1,000 I took,
Yeah.
it's half.
Yeah. Yeah, half. So, okay.
There's this one that's called a buckler of deflection, but I don't even know if it's a real item.
Probably not. If you're just
Probably
doing
not.
Google searches, it's probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, all of the like Griffin Saddlebag items are not technically like officially recognized. But yeah, no. If you're not searching, it's literal homebrew. Yeah, I just looked it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
can't find
god.
any.
Yeah.
I
no.
literally can't find anything that's a buckler.
Well, so
That's
bucklers
not
don't
attuned.
technically exist.
They don't exist in 5e technically.
You could shop around, see if they have a plus, like a magical buckler instead of your mundane one.
You could purchase a pre-enchanted buckler.
if they have that. I mean, I totally would look
Yeah,
for that.
absolutely. They certainly do.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Let me do a quick search here. See about. That doesn't matter for you. Yeah, no. Okay. What level plus are you looking for?
Just something that's better than my current one. So, well, I just have a plain buckler.
So a plus
So,
one.
Anything is better.
Yeah. Anything is better.
Because even if you get a +1, it'll be like you have a normal shield.
Yeah. Another thing I wanna look for.
Yeah, so a +1 shield only run you about $400, 400 gold, super cheap.
How much is a +2?
Plus two, the numbers jump. +2 is 4,000.
No.
10 times the cost.
The party fund has 10,000 left, but it's a.
I am not doing that.
The Q still has like 20,000 in her bag because she
That's great.
refuses to
Keep
enjoy
it.
herself.
We'll probably need it
It's being
later.
responsible, isn't it?
We get she's a stick in the mud, but she's being a stick in the mud for our.
Also, I'm going to
Future
share this because I just found this. I'm putting this in resources.
Oh no.
I will use this for the rest of my life.
Oh.
He will use this for the rest of his life.
Oh.
It is a literal list of all
Ah.
official 5e magic items with
Dang.
pricing. Now,
Oh,
my
shit.
my prices may vary depending on the demand and the place and whatnot, but they're gonna always kind of follow this for the most part.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
+1.
I
yeah,
want a
okay.
feather token if they have a feather token. And yes, I will be getting that buckler.
The plus.
Yeah, so it's it was 400
400
you said?
for the +1, 4,000 for the +2.
+1.
+1.
So I need
Yep.
I need 26 gold.
You can take that from the party fund.
Great. Okay, I am broke.
Okay.
I have 0 and I am going to
Would you like to spend from the party fund for the feather token?
It depends how much it is.
10 gold.
10 gold.
What does it do?
It is a small metal disc inscribed with the image of a feather. You fall at least 20 feet while it's on your person. You descend 60 feet per round and take no damage from falling. The magic is expended, whereupon the disc becomes non-magical when you land. It is
I'd like to have things that are.
It is a one-time
with
I
falling.
don't die from falling token.
Yes.
Sounds
I-
great. Do
I
That
like
sounds
multiples?
like we should get one for everybody.
yeah.
Roll a d6.
All right.
If they
Come on,
have that
Becky.
many. That
I
sounds
don't
need one.
amazing.
1d6.
There are 3.
All right.
30 gold.
I will take it as long as Zavosi gives me the money for it.
He
I don't
absolutely
have
gives
any
you the
more.
money for it.
Great. Thank you.
I like spending.
Oh, that'll
There's
do much.
9,030 gold.
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 1,000 from Mira,
Yeah.
so
I got that
10,030.
one already. Yeah.
Yes.
I deducted that one already.
All right.
Great.
So I have just a normal magic buckler then.
Yes, a +1 buckler. So it
Plus
increases your AC by another 1.
By
So
1.
basically back
All
to
right.
being normal
back to
old Medea.
24.
Yep.
Yay.
I love it.
I love it.
This is the face of loving it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good. I mean, I got my feather token. I got my new
Okay.
shield. It's just a little heavier. Nice.
Hey, at least it's not that AC and always disadvantage Q.
Yeah.
Hey, I've only got 22 AC.
Yeah, but 22 AC with disadvantage all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mid stance, man. What hell have I wrought upon myself? Well,
good.
if that's everyone's shopping done at the Artisans
I'm
Guild,
good.
I'm good.
bankrupting the party fund.
No.
Yeah.
We still have like 9,000 in
Pretty
that.
good. You guys are fine. You guys did some big shopping.
How are we on like regular potions? Just like regular stuff.
Well,
Good
who should take over
question.
here?
Not good.
That's
Probably
true. They're not really going to be here at the Artisans Guild, but
Yeah.
you guys could do shopping around at the general market for some potions. Avosi is fine.
I have 2 normal healing potions.
I have